right. God. But it takes a batshit person to want to undertake a project like this. Or at least it takes a batshit person to lead it. It takes sane people to run it. Yes. I want Fallout 3 and New Vegas' system of skills integrated into Fallout 4's engine. Then we build a demo. Not something, and it's something that, you know, not something that we necessarily we show off in a video or whatever, but we actually have it where people can download the demo and screw around with it. I expect this to take 4 to 6 months to build. Assuming that I can't get the people working on Fallout 4 New Vegas to help. If I can get them to help and give us some of their tech that they've developed as far as this coding system goes, that speeds things up a lot. But yes. You saw the announcement video on YouTube. You know that I'm looking for coders. And I'm looking for 3D mesh artists. And I'm looking for people familiar with modding in Fallout 4. If you're up for it, come on forward. Now I can say that this is not a Fallout Equestria project. I'm not going to actually really truly reveal the depth of the project to everyone, but close enough. No, there's a project for Fallout 4. A massive overhaul project. I require coders. I have recently fallen into my some dev materials, let's say. Yes, I know the audio is not set up properly. I just fixed it, Drinking Buddy. From 1992.
Huh.
With the Black Isle Studios label.
The Army of Fiaura has a new officer.
Thank you, General
Welcome,
Grant.
son.
So I need some people who know what they're doing as far as modders go, who are willing to work together, to sit down and begin a long-term project. It will be the first long-term project I've begun since we finished the pony panels for science stuff that we started over a year and a half ago, because the last of those panels are done now, and the last panel for the anime cons for this year is done when I sit down and do the little bit that's left tomorrow. I will have no panel work to do. I will start releasing regular science videos again. Hell, right after YoshiCon on Saturday, I intend on releasing at least one by Monday.
But that's still quite a nice big project.
It's not that YouTube sponsorship is currently not working. I demonetized the channel. So YouTube sponsorship works fine. I just turned everything off.
Was that to get YouTube off your back some, or?
No, that was just me pissing on them. Now every single video I release has no ads. Now every single video I release has no options for monetization through YouTube itself. And if I ever do another stream on YouTube ever again, there's no monetization whatsoever for that stream. So there's no super chat. There's nothing. The only thing you can do that if you wanted to give me money is use Stream Tip, who've been really reliable. Patreon, or come over here to Twitch and drop biddies or throw subscriptions like Mr. Grant has just done. But please, guys, do observe the YouTube commentary videos. I mean, I get that they're only up while we're streaming and then I move them to unlisted. But I'm genuinely trying to find some real comedy gold at YouTube's expense throughout them. And at the same time, I'm making announcements. I sat down today, looked up and said that all of my science for the year is done. I only have to do, like, the collaboration projects are the only thing left. And that's with Remlays and a new person who I'm not going to mention yet, for reasons. So, what do I have that I want to do long term now? What is next year's big project? You saw this year's, and you see it coming along every time I release a pony science video, and that was to create the animated version of those science videos. That took months. But now, I am faced with the new possibility of another long-term project, and I've kind of made the decision on which one I want to pursue. Seeing as many of you are obviously Fallout fans. I require coders. I require people who know how to build Fallout 4 mods. And I require people who are willing to learn brand new skills at building those mods, just as I'm going to have to. So, buckle up. So I'm going to start building this by myself.
Kiss you. Attack you, not necessarily in
And
that
I'm going to get really frustrated. Oh, thank you, Bronze. Yeah, I don't see bits until the end of the month plus 45 days. So the first bits I'll ever see is going to be Christmas Eve. Will be the first time that any bits or subscriptions on Twitch actually make it to me. But anyway, everyone's sitting here, and I can't tell if you're in stunned silence or deep contemplative thought, or if you're all just waiting to make fun of me.
I'm still
It could be all of them at once.
I still have no idea what's going on. I'm going to be honest.
All of the above.
I have received some developer documents. Said developer documents are copyright 1992 with the Black Isle Studios logo on them. If you can't piece one and one together from that information, I'm not telling you anything else.
The only, earliest memories I remember are, 1998. So I really don't know anything.
I think I can piece together what's going on, so...
These do include cut content.
Nice.
So, what I would like to do with this information, which I did request, I went through some channels to request this information to get those original documents, or to get at least some semblance of those documents. But yes, I would like to my stream might get on the front page of Roll20, but there's only 10 of you right now. You better go get your friends, and you better go drag and kick and scream all those people up in here. Because we ain't anywhere near the front page yet.
What friends?
Hi, Friendo.
Hi.
Hey, Dream.
Hi.
Oh. So tonight we're strictly on Twitch?
We're strictly on Twitch, period, moving forward.
Okie dokies.
So I got a question.
Hmm?
Fee, how would you react if you checked the Twitch stream and you saw about 10,000 people watching this?
I would continue streaming and just nervously keep glancing at the screen, expecting mass ridicule and/or a nuclear detonation to occur in the chat. Why?
Just curious.
Good to know that works. Whoever's open mic, I actually heard the beep on.
Quick, everybody, hashtag screw you YouTube.
Oh, come on. Let's not beat you. Fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you with a goddamn railroad spike heated up to 10,000 degrees.
Hey, Lanzavi started it.
I was gonna say let's not be petty, but you know.
Railroad spikes normally melt around 1500, maybe.
I know.
Alright, I added my hash.
Logic is wonderful, if irritating at times.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect tonight because people are going to be still looking for us on YouTube because they're not paying attention. So we'll wait. It's a wait and see.
I think most of them have at least checked out the Discord at one point.
I mean, I made an announcement video.
True.
Hey YouTube, I gave you a thumbnail. Did you not? Oh, fuck you. Let me get the thumbnail up. But yeah, I came to the decision of what the long-term project I want to do is. And I'm gonna start doing it, and bashing my head against the wall as I do so.
Don't bash your head against the wall, that's not good.
Well, I mean, it's not the worst thing.
Well, it's
Bash your head into a pillow.
It's gonna be my newest frustration.
Well, I'll get you some pillows then, and you can just beat them up.
I like how Adagio was like, "You finish all those projects? Does that mean you're gonna take a break?" And my answer was, I was about to announce that I have.
I was gonna say, Adagio just wants you to take breaks this way you can go visit him more often.
Not entirely incorrect.
Yeah, I was going to say that's not necessarily a bad idea either.
Perhaps Adagio could visit Fee and just bring copious amounts of alcohol.
He did last time.
Oh. Well, in that case, yeah, that works. I think.
Anyway. I'll make another announcement about the project when we take our break. But yes, I've made a decision about what my next long-term project's going to be. While I continue to do collaboration science videos, I don't have a need for a lot of new panel videos, or a lot of new panels in general, because I literally just have so many of them up my sleeve at this point.
So how you doing, Fee?
I'm okay.
That's good to hear. Oh, by the way, I've been told I don't have to work tomorrow.
That's good.
Lucky.
Not really.
Hey everyone.
What's up?
Hi, Eddie.
How you doing, Dream?
I'm okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
I don't know,
Well, as okay as I can be.
you just sounded a little down, that's all.
Let's just say I didn't have a very good day yesterday.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, I'm informed that we are required to make it up to you.
Yes, I know.
I'm gonna hang for this, aren't I?
Oh, I know. Everybody.
Oh, no. You're not gonna hang, drinking buddy. I'm gonna slowly twist my katana into your side and watch you die that way.
Oh.
I'm terrified.
Yay.
I don't know if I should be terrified or aroused. I think it's a combination of both.
Is the cuteness going on diary on us?
Hopefully not.
So before we do this horrible abomination, which is going to sound terrible, by the way, because we all have not only are we all going to be off key, but we all have different ping rates, which is just going to throw this straight to hell.
I know.
This is a reminder that this shenaniganery is supported by you guys. Tips are appreciated and shared with Moonhoof tonight. In addition to that, bits and subscriptions do help help me continue going forward. Furthermore, again, there is an unnamed project in which I require coders who know how to mod Fallout 4. It is a long-term project. You are not signing up for something that will only last a couple months. You are signing up for something that may very well take up the next 2 years of our lives. So, fair warning. In the meantime, and yes...
You're crazy.
Yes, I will pay you. In the meantime, everyone, on the count of 3, sing happy birthday to Dreamcatcher.
I'm gonna kill you, TV.
Well, it's cause...
2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dreamcatcher. Happy birthday.
I mixed you up.
Oh my god.
That sounded like just a whole bunch of garbage going down the drain.
I'm just gonna point out, I took off my headphones.
I did too, but
I got you mixed up with Arvana. I'm sorry.
I think 20 other people just unsubscribed.
No, don't unsubscribe! Don't unsubscribe!
Tell you what, I think that many of us were talking, singing at once. I think we actually broke the voice.
I apologize to chat. I told you it was going to be terrible. I forewarned you to take off your headsets, and you left them on anyway. Not my fault.
Not Fee's fault. She warned you.
Hey, Fee, long gone are the days when everybody was ready to take their headset off at the moment's notice because of you raging at tanks.
Oh, Bronze is not sure, but he's still pretty positive Cooper's at fault for how bad that came out. Yes, Cooper still gets blamed.
Huzzah!
Well, it's not really a team killing Jacktard thing, so yeah, Cooper's fault.
So, anyway. How's everybody doing tonight? We got about 11 minutes to kill.
Doing okay so far.
Surprised I'm not getting interrogated or berated.
Hugs.
Nani?
All the hugs for Fee.
Hugs for Fee.
Hug Dreamcatcher.
No, don't hug me.
Hug the dream.
I announced a new long-term project, and nobody screamed at me about it.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance. If it's at Voodoo, I haven't had a chance to watch it. I was cooking dinner.
I'll not say what I was doing.
I'm not going to scream at you. You already know my opinion that you should probably take a short break just for your own mental health.
Yeah.
But, you know, in kind of bringing all of these people together, I don't see that you're not going to have a little bit of free time before the project really kicks off. So I'm kind of okay with it.
Yeah.
Really, Vaughn? If your ears are not bleeding, it's not a Fiaura stream. What the hell?
Well, nobody's tip bombed her yet.
To be fair, I get paid tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
To be fair, tomorrow is not today.
I am aware.
It's already tomorrow.
For you.
Yeah,
Tomorrow.
hey, Mr. Dude in the future,
Remember-
where the fuck are my lottery numbers?
Remember
I
drinking
don't know.
buddy.
I don't get American TV over here.
Remember
God
drinking
damn it,
buddy.
Hetty.
I wanted British lottery numbers.
Hey, drinking buddy. Drinking buddy.
I'm here. I'm here.
A man does not tip with money he has not.
I know. That's
Thanks,
why I'm not
Yoda.
tipping.
Thank you, Yoda, for those wise words.
Oh no, I was actually mimicking the Faceless in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I know. I know. I
Oh,
watch Game of Thrones.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, you
If I
mean
wanted to
being
do
on your
Yoda-
favorite character dies in the next episode?
Yeah,
Yep.
pretty much.
If I was doing Yoda, I'd be more like, remember, a man with no coin tips not.
We need a Yoda character now in FOE.
Damn it,
No.
Lenz, you are
Just so you
No,
can
no,
destroy my
no.
throat.
No,
Just so...
no.
Hey,
Make the
my throat
rabbit
gets destroyed if we stream anyway. I have to do Nugget's voice.
The
Executive
rabbit's
decision.
already a Russian mafioso.
Executive decision. Also, I'm a little upset at Charlie, but I understand why.
Huh?
Community guest rooms for Ciderfest are going to be in a different hotel than the Con Hotel.
Oh.
What?
Yeah. Moon was telling me about that.
Oh, Moon got that message too.
Oh, yeah. His room apparently has been revoked or something like that. I'm not entirely sure of the deets, but I've been trying to help him find a place so he doesn't have to sleep in a car.
Oh,
His room's been revoked?
Or something like
Yeah.
that. I'm not sure. Because of the
Explain.
Brewers. Well, the Brewers have pretty much won the division, and so now they're going on to like the big games, I guess, for the series. And if they win, pretty much every Brewer fan is going to be flocking to that hotel, and they need rooms for those Brewer fans.
Oh god, that's a good point.
So they would rather host the Brewer fans
Then the con, yes.
host the pony people who outdrink the Brewers.
Yes.
and have already booked their entire property instead of
Yeah.
the people that might book up their property.
Yeah.
That's
been trying
called
to
grade
talk to
A
my
retardation.
Yeah,
That's
I've been
how
talking
you
to my
get a
parents.
con to not come back to your hotel.
Thank you, Hyatt.
Great.
Well, I haven't gotten an email saying my reservation.
Well, you're not a single person in your room. Moon was.
Yeah, I am.
I'm a single person in my room.
Weird. The
I'm
moon must have just been
not.
at the top of the
And I
list.
have not been sent any kind of revocation of my room.
Well, then you're lucky. You're on the list. Let me tell you that much. You're on the list.
Who's on the list?
Anybody who has a single room.
Well, I have a single room for ADA. So
Skullman, all that happens nowadays whenever I see someone playing sports is I go, oh, that's a lovely bunch of ruckus fellows. Which color are we rooting for?
yeah, they should refund him for that if they're gonna cancel his room.
I don't know. I don't know everything. You just kind of briefly talked to me about it.
But what do you do if the two teams are the same color?
So wait, are they gonna be booting the con from the hotel?
No.
That would be a horrible idea.
As far as I know, they aren't.
They can't. That's a contract that's signed
Yeah.
and paid for.
Yeah.
The problem is that they're looking to
Well, technically, so is a room booking.
well, yes and no. What they're looking to do is remove people who are in a room by themselves in hopes of getting people who will be doubling up, but also to increase the amount they can charge for the room.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
That's
you actually assume they can break the contract, or that breaking the contract null and voids them. The contract simply may have a statement that you pay us this amount for forfeit on the contract or something. So they can still kick them out.
I hope not.
It would be stupid.
Way to
It's
go,
also
Milwaukee.
stupid what they're doing right now because it guarantees that the convention won't be back. If you're kicking out people who are coming to the convention to be at the convention in order to host additional, I hate to say it, sports floozies.
You haven't met Milwaukeeans and our love of Brewers, apparently.
I don't even know what the Brewers are.
Baseball.
That's dumb.
Go Brewer.
Think Canadian
go Bucks.
hockey or
Take the
Brazilian
Brewers
soccer.
with you.
Hey,
That's dumb.
San Diego Comic Con basically got taken over by all the industry instead of the things that used to run it or the people who used to be there. So now it's like ESPN shows up. Like I give a rat's ass.
I'm just going to blame the entire state of Wisconsin. Because Wisconsin has towns with weird names, and if you have towns with weird names like this, you're going to have problems like this.
I blame the lactose intolerance.
I was going to say, Wisconsin's kind of cheesy.
Hey, stop with the bad puns.
No, it's Wisconsin. Trust me, we can come up with more. Just give us
Oh,
time.
no. I
How dare
understand
you.
what she's saying. We need to stop with the bad puns. The state of Wisconsin is a bad pun.
Okay, I will agree with
roast
that.
you for that.
No, he's right.
He is correct, sir.
Because even though we live in Wisconsin, DB, he's right.
It's all about the cheddar.
Wait.
It is Gouda for
buddy,
you.
Drinking buddy, you live in Wisconsin as well.
Someplace he moved.
I honestly hate to ever agree with Skullman, but I honestly hope the Brewers lose.
Hey!
I do as well.
Sorry, they're endangering.
If for no other reason than to fuck over the hotel.
I was going to say, just
Well,
stick
yeah,
the
that's
middle
true.
finger up at them.
I told Moon, go team go, but keep the fucking masses away. Like, we need our con.
Here's my argument. The Brewers always do well to get into the playoffs, but they manage to fuck it up before they can get anything good out of it. So,
so they're like
it's
the
pretty
Cubs.
much a guarantee. Oh, no.
Yes. No, they're like the Vikings.
The Cubs are actually people you want to see do well. The Brewers, we've been trying to get rid of them for years. Decades, even. No one that I personally know actually likes the Brewers.
I do.
Unironically.
I don't, am fanning over them, but I do like the Brewers.
Well,
And I like English tea. Doesn't mean that I'm fanning. Doesn't mean that I'm, not saying that. Fuck it, I'll drink American tea.
Yeah, it's shit.
Not all American tea is shit.
It's pretty
I'm in Arizona. Trust me. We have plenty of tea, and all of it is shit.
I'm pretty sure probably most English teas probably aren't even necessarily always made in England either.
That's
no, here it is.
I get an automated message from YouTube every time that I publish a non-monetized video that goes, you do know that your video isn't monetized. Do you want to take care of that? No.
But no.
But yeah, most English tea is sourced from either Africa or India, but it's actually blended in the UK.
So it's not actually European
American tea does not suck. American tea above or west of the Mason-Dixon line sucks.
This is true.
I hate all.
Well, that's only because you Southerners douse it with sugar.
Yeah,
actually,
we make it like it should be made.
No.
Fuck off.
No, tea in the South is more sugar syrup than tea.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I know this by experience, having spent 2 years in Georgia and Alabama. Southern style tea is an abortion.
You sure you're not talking about Canadian tea?
No, we're talking about Southern.
Being from the South, having come to the North, I can tell you he is correct.
Your recipe literally starts with 1 cup water and 2 cups sugar.
That is a syrup right there.
Jesus.
Yes.
No,
it's not. You can see the sugar. Yes, it is, Chaco.
It's actually 2 cups sugar per 1 gallon.
Yes.
This
is proper.
This is starting to get political.
Even so, it's terrible.
All right, everybody,
and anybody that lives south
I've
of the
learned.
Bible Belt needs to learn how to drink tea properly.
Look, I have learned to appreciate the flavor of just plain fucking tea. Depends on the tea, and it's like, yeah, I don't need to throw sugar into tea.
Should tea, if the associate people discussing it are British and or Southern, just be chicks?
Well, there are Brits who put sugar in their tea as well, but I don't put sugar in tea. I just don't.
My mum in her mid-60s is finally starting to convert to not drowning her tea in sugar.
Okay, so there are actually some really, really solid reasons why early on cream and sugar were an important part of tea. And that was because the grade of tea that you were getting was terrible and often mixed with gunpowder or some other form of preservative that made it taste fucking atrocious.
So you needed the sugar and the cream.
Was to mellow out the flavor of the various things that were keeping them preserved. And the sugar was to make it even remotely palatable. Because in order to make sure that the water supply was safe, you boiled the water, and mixing that with something to make it taste good got to be something that was rather important in society. So
basically, out in India, India and China, they develop tea. In Europe, we develop beer.
True.
And realistically, beer isn't specifically European either. It started in Egypt.
Liquid bread.
Yeah. So, like, realistically, just the whole point about adding a little bit of sugar and cream to tea is something that was a natural progression of it tasting like dog shit initially.
That does make sense.
Unfortunately, the South took it to such an extreme that anybody with even a remotely decent palate would take a sip of what they've produced and go, "Huh, it's tea-flavored simple syrup."
You speak lies and heresies there.
I mean, I put milk in my tea, but that's it.
Well, Chaco, I got to tell you, when I was down south, I'd be ordering my iced tea without sugar, which they actually did have available.
Yeah.
because they understand that people who actually like tea don't want it drowned in sugar.
I mean, when I got the sweet tea one time, I looked in the glass in the sunlight coming through the window of the restaurant, which is a nice name for a fast food place. And you could see crystals of sugar floating around in the water, which means they oversaturated.
Well, no, if you can see crystals, then you got some carpetbaggers who made that fucking tea, because it's not made right.
This was made by Southerners in a southern fast food restaurant called...
I don't believe you.
If you can see crystals, you should tell them to stop putting meth in your tea.
Yeah, I was about to say.
If you can see the crystals, then some damn carpetbaggers.
Hey, dude, I'm going to tell you, Chaco, that was the Popeyes
Alright,
in Atlanta.
So Moon is over there waiting for us.
It's in Atlanta. That's.
I said all right, goddammit. Let me shut the fuck up. Cooper detention.
Cooper detention.
Cooper detention.
Let's move on over to the actual stream server.
Bye.
Quite a lot of fun.
The fuck are you all talking about?
You missed it. We're
We
not
had a tea
explaining it.
conversation. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes, living shitposts.
I actually found out that not all Americans are heretics and drink tea properly. I am proud of you.
Yeah.
I drink my tea very properly.
I drink my tea incredibly properly. I load it with alcohol.
Hey, Moon. I have
Yeah,
a
Faye?
question.
Oh, you have a question?
Can I freeze Mentos in ice cubes and serve them in soda alcohol drinks at Cider Fest as a part of being a bartender?
You're a monster.
Why are you
You want to do what now?
Do it.
So, you take a Mentos and you put them in ice cube trays. They actually are semi-buoyant, so they go below the surface. And then you put it in soda.
You're nicer than me.
Then you put
You're so much nicer than me.
Then you put the ice cube in soda and serve it. About 4
So
or 5
time
minutes into drinking from the soda, it should explode.
Yeah, I was going to say
Oh,
time
God.
time delay carbon explosion.
Oh, you're so much nicer than me. I was just going to like powderize the stuff, add it into the water, and then freeze it. So the entire thing is just
No,
mini.
It doesn't work
if
as
you
well.
do it that way, it just makes it extra carbony. But if you put it as a solid state, frozen in the ice cube, it goes
What?
off
No,
all
no.
at once.
You grind one, add it to the water, and then take an additional one and freeze it in a solid state. So there is no warning.
I was going to say, because grinding them, they lose their potency.
Yes,
Well,
but they'll make the soda extra fizzy.
It's
This is a 2-stage bomb.
It's
Oh, dear.
the you have to actually be careful which ones you use. You have to use the coated ones because of the surface layer actually helps the carbon dioxide to actually release.
Are
and
you guys
bind.
talking about mentat bombs?
Yes.
So in the meantime,
Fuck yeah, we're talking about mentat bombs.
In the
Because like
meantime,
mentat
ladies
bombs are how you start a good party.
In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we are currently #1 on Roll20 for Twitch.
Wait,
Fuck,
what?
that's nerds.
If you search Roll20 Virtual Tabletop, we are #1.
Woo!
Awesome. Now someone needs to link that song.
Wait, what?
Not only are we #1, but we're nearly double the viewer of the next one down. That said, the next one down is a Portuguese stream.
That reminds me of a meme I saw the other day.
No,
Moon,
large population, good for this time zone.
What do you mean good for this time zone? Portugal's like only 1 hour ahead of me.
Gentlemen, if I could please get a word in edgewise before getting run over.
No.
No.
But I saw a meme the other day for from the new Venom movie, like when it's like "We are Venom," and it goes "We are #1," and then it cuts into the fucking song. Fucking glorious.
That's quality.
Oh, that's crazy.
So sorry for being a few minutes late, but the combing of the beard after a shower waits for no man.
Well, we literally only just transferred in here, so you're fine.
You didn't miss much.
We are
Nah,
currently,
dude, I feel that.
We are currently number 15 for roleplay.
Nice.
Ground to be gained.
And number 5 for persistent campaign.
Neat.
Job.
I'm insulted.
That means that if we can get up to 30 or 40, we can really start to like be like, "Hi everyone, we're doing Fallout Equestria." Then everyone on Twitch is going to be like, "What the fuck is Fallout Equestria?"
Come check us out. We have tons of fun.
They're more likely to recognize Fallout before they recognize Equestria.
Well, here's the other thing: because it's role play, it's also mixed in with things like people playing Pillars of Eternity and Morrowind.
Cooper
So
detention.
we're what did you say we were on role play?
15.
We're 15, and we're not only competing against tabletoppers, but we're also playing up against actual gamers.
It's the campaign thing that rankles me. I don't think I have that many peers.
You do. There's currently a D&D campaign that has 1,800 people watching it right now.
Oh, that's a long-going campaign.
That's a lot of people.
It is run by Penny Arcade.
So, in the meantime,
Never mind. That's actually a small amount of people.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children and bullshitters of all ages, this is supported by you guys, and I have decided my next long-term project. I require coders. Actual people who know how to code computer code. Particularly if you're familiar with Fallout 4's garbage computer code and interface that allows you to create mods. I have recently acquired several original journal and design documents circa 1992 with the Black Isle Studios logo on them. These are physical documents.
Wait, what?
If you can't figure out what I want to do from
You aren't saying what I think you're saying, are you?
If you can't figure out what I want to do with said documents, I don't know what to tell you at that point. But
you're mad.
I'm insane.
That is.
These documents include all of the notes about cut content.
I'll ask, Fiaura, what are you gonna do with these documents?
No, she's insane. She's not going to pull the. This is insane.
I'll ask again. Why, Fiaura, I can't figure out what you're doing. What are you gonna do with those there documents?
Well, I kinda wanna rebuild Fallout 1 and 2, including rebuilding Fallout 2 to have the same ramification and consequence system that you would have from Dragon Age or Mass Effect
built into Fallout 4's game engine.
You're insane.
And include all of the cut content from the two games as well.
Alright, who's got a gun? Because this is not the Fiaura I know.
This will drive you crazy.
Well, considering that all of the science videos haven't driven me crazy yet, and at this point it's just a matter of making the videos because all of the panels are finished. My workload decreases drastically tomorrow when I send those panels to Yoshi and DerpyCon with the words "done" on them.
This is the kind of project that takes organized teams of modders years to pull off.
Yep.
Who are you, and what have you done with the real
I want to
Fiaura?
sit down over the next 6 months and build a demo.
Who are you, and what have you done with the real Fiaura?
I mean, literally, I have seen mods of this kind of stature with access to the source code and able to change the source code, and it's still this is for another game, of course, but it still takes over 10 years.
I am fully aware that this is an extreme long-term project. But I am also now fully aware that
I thought you wanted this done.
Doing said project is a worthy endeavor. In the meantime, Twitty has a recap for all of you.
Hang on.
Twitty, just take out Sunrise, please.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, as
obviously
long as-
that's not the real Sunrise.
Oh, ho, ho.
How is this not the real me? You guys have seen me sit down for literal months and talk to NASA scientists about a cannon.
I mean,
You're talking about rebuilding a game.
I learned rocket science. I learned actual
To be
nuclear
fair,
physics.
rocket science isn't all that difficult.
Also, you're talking to the woman who has brought order to the chaos that is the 40K fucking universe.
And I mean that compared to some of the other
wrong?
science that you have done, not just in general.
Okay, Moon, how hard is nuclear physics?
I said compared to the other sciences you have done.
That's fair. But
it's
the point is, I've learned nuclear physics for a video. I think I can sit down and work on something long term, so long as there's little
these springs
pieces.
there.
You're gonna drive yourself
These
insane.
crystals here and here.
In the meantime,
Microfusion cell here.
For us, actually, modern rocket science, because we've figured out most of the math involved, is relatively simple. If you want something that's of comparable difficulty now, you're looking at things like neuroscience.
in the meantime, I would like to introduce everyone to Mr. Twitty and his obscene recap.
It doesn't have to be obscene. It is, to be clear, it is.
Clock, shut up.
I don't see how it's that obscene. Last week was pretty mild compared to other time. But the group got back together, as y'all know. And, well, they've kind of had to tell Snuggles to calm it down. They're about to go on a road trip. And Sunrise is pregnant, therefore no fighting. I'm pretty sure Snuggles is not going to be happy about that, though. Don't forget, either, they got all their they're getting the supplies together for the long run. They've got the tank all built up. It's ready to roll, literally. And the party's been figuring out what they're going to do when they get there. Meanwhile, they're having a small little debate amongst themselves about naming the tank and what name to slap on it. So this will be interesting to see when it gets rolling. They've got assigned seating for everybody in the tank, although Alguacil is a flyer, so he'll be out there up as eye in the sky. The pets will be in there. There's a space for Snuggles. Boba Pet is easily able to ride with Sunrise no matter what, because he's so small. And this will be ready to go. Tank is ready. The team is basically ready. So now it is time for them to get rolling out. Panzer IV.
The joke was terrible.
I think it was great.
No, I mean the rolling out one.
And now we leave it to Moon.
Alright, so first question. What did you do with the sled?
What did we do with the what?
The sled that we brought all the parts up on.
It's still upstairs.
Alright, so you just left it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we can. I mean, if we want, we can take it with us because I think we were going to put the water heater in it.
No, I don't care what happened. I just need to know.
I mean, it could be dragged by the tank.
You could tow it or you could leave it. The people of the garage won't mind if you leave them a free sled.
They can have a free sled.
All right, they has a free sled.
I'm sorry, we have a tank. Do we need a sled?
Can we get everything in the
Warning!
tank?
Warning! Stream tip
Oh, we can
overload.
hang a lot of stuff
All
off it,
hands,
but-
prepare for
You can
exploded
drape
broken
a lot
Fiaura
of
in
shit on that
5,
tank.
4,
But it's
3,
why so much more fun.
2,
It's
1.
a
Detonation imminent.
Early to mid Cold War era. Oh God, somebody's just exploded the stream tip.
I have one comment here. I am utterly convinced that you fuckers go and talk to Moon and coordinate this bullshit so that it looks entirely random. But Moon is really in on it, and it's a secret conspiracy by him.
The
What are you talking
about?
What are you talking about, Fia? We obviously don't do that.
I'd have secret hidden evidence of it if we did, and I don't.
Well, actually, she didn't shriek and scream this time. What did you do with Fiaura?
This is not the real Fiaura.
Yes, even I'm getting concerned
I
now.
just want to point out, Clocks, that just because you think you have secret hidden evidence of something doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have secret hidden evidence of it. You just don't know you do yet.
Ooh. Also, get a sled, because Nugget wants to go for a ride!
Are you? You're not taking the tank to Silverfang, are you?
But Nugget!
Oh, jeez.
Hold on. They're taking the tank to Silverfang. To Silverfang.
Hold on.
Fang.
What are they doing?
I don't know.
They're not.
Also,
picking up Nugget is
Twitty, calm the fuck down.
Sorry, I started that.
She
They're not
started
going
it.
to Silverfang with the tank.
No, they're not going to Silverfang. We're just having a little joke.
First off, Peanut Gallery. Shush.
Yes,
Sorry.
thank you. The grown-ups are talking.
Second,
I am a grown-up!
We don't play
the
grown-ups.
bigger grown-ups are talking.
Fuck you.
Alright, small.
I'm not small. Just because I'm 20
Just
now
small.
does not mean I'm small. Shut up, Moon!
She's fun-sized. Alright, in the meantime, I have to put up pictures because you guys are awesome. And Kyle gets these pictures signed to him in the event that I ever have to get rid of them. Yeah, Moon, they decided that, that, you know that thing?
Which thing?
The green bar at the top. Well, the mostly white bar that turns green. At
Oh,
the top
that.
is- yeah,
Oh, that thing. I see that thing.
They did the thing.
They
Does
spanked it.
that move it from day 3 to day 2, Moon?
Yeah.
Because that.
PMs. Shh. PMs now. Yes, BR, go ahead.
Does anybody have anywhere else that we are supposed to go other than Soot's request? That we are apparently going on another side quest, ladies and gentlemen, to take care of Soot's problem.
Well, it kind of was the deal.
Yeah, we can figure out what we're going to do after that.
I mean, I don't think we're going anywhere.
Because this is not something I will necessarily allow the stream to decide. Sorry, stream, you can be mad at me for it. We have the suggestions of Pickline, Shield of Equus, Peacemaker, Friendship Express, Truthseeker, Pilgrim, Hank, and that looks like it for the names
Buddy
for the
Box.
tank. Oh, Buddy Box. What do you guys want to name it?
I'm personally down for Buddy Box.
No.
That makes it sound like a coffin.
It'd be an upgrade.
Oh, that's dark.
I think most of you have good memories of Box. My character does not.
Al does not either.
Also, as a tactical decision, keep in that sled might be a good idea for being quieter in certain areas when trying to scavenge or things of that nature. Or if we were sending a few party members to town to trade, it might be, you know, nice if it's a new settlement and we go in with a sled as opposed to driving up with a fucking tank.
Tanks are awesome!
Sunrise sees no problem with driving up in a tank.
If you drive a machine of war up to a random settlement that doesn't know you and doesn't know who you are,
I'll tell you what, we'll hang Sunrise out of it for a few days of travel, then DJ Phone 3 will know that it's us.
Yeah, it's probably a good point. Isn't going to be long before everybody in the wasteland who listens to the radio is going to know you're out here driving around in a tank. At least as soon as somebody sees it and reports it back to the radio.
So we stop by Silverfang and then go on to Soot, just, you know, long enough to tell Sparrow that not to send out people to shoot the tank.
Or to worry if we don't turn up for a while.
I don't suppose. Go ahead.
Because we've been kind of in and out there fairly frequently over the last couple of months. I'm just thinking if we suddenly stop, it might worry Nugget and...
It'll worry Nugget. I think Sparrow will be more than happy that we don't turn up.
So, yeah, an explanation to Nugget that we're going on a long road trip, so she won't see us for a bit.
I don't suppose we're passing by the roof on the way by there.
Well, hold on. Let me... Yeah, you're all on the map screen, right?
Yep.
So, the area that is marked as woods, which is what the area is on the map, that is difficult terrain. You could just drive through that, but it would just be slow going, even with the increased strength of the crystal treads. So you could either go, you know, up and around, or down and around, but it's up to you.
No, you have to tell them what happens when you drive over a car with it.
Yeah, it doesn't care about your obstacles. The treads are harder than most of the surrounding ground, so
yeah,
it's...
but like in Fallout, most of the cars are effectively nuclear powered.
Yeah, I was going to say, we run the cars over, they explode.
There is a non-zero chance that would happen.
In fact, if I remember right, in the original Fallout Equestria, there is a moment where they actually use that to their advantage to take out a bunch of flyers.
There is a non-zero chance that would happen.
Well,
But if you did drive over a car that was not rigged up with an engine or anything, no, you just crush it like a pancake.
Well, Sunrise will point out that driving through the woods or basically not on somewhere that was once a road or a railroad track is just going to put more wear and tear on the treads than we really want to do.
It's mildly amphibious, so it will go through marshy areas. So along the shoreline, it'll be fine. But deep water, it probably would not take well to. But yes, paved roads and rail tracks and any kind of footpaths are your best bet.
So,
I'm just not sure where we are and where we're...
Okay, so if you look on the map, so have you found the rough area where we?
Yeah, I know where we are. Yeah.
Okay, so you see UPSville. Yes. That's where we are at the moment with the tank.
And we are passing by the roof as we're going to Silverfang.
If we're going to Silverfang, then yes.
Can we stop just briefly so I can pick up my chem station? Portable?
And put it
That's
where?
legit.
We could strap it to the back.
There is enough room to strap cargo and whatnot along the tank.
Also, it'd fit easily on the sled.
It would fit easily on the sled.
What's David Fletcher's view on towing things with tanks, Fiaura?
Is David Fletcher a pony?
Who's David
He's the
Fletcher?
curator of the Bovington Tank Museum.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Really? I don't know. I would have to ask him.
Oh, it's something he's expressed several times very publicly. He thinks it's a terrible idea.
Yeah, but ponies are really good at towing things.
Look, we need to... We need to get moving.
Why not just name it Tortoise?
I don't know about the chemistry set there, Maynard, because if we strap it to the back of the tank and it decides to combust, then that's a problem.
Your tank is fireproof
Because
as fuck.
if we name it Tortoise, we'd have to name it Tank.
Oh, God.
I mean, we have a tortoise named Tank.
The circle is complete.
Tortoise.
I mean, I'm gonna have to say no, just because I'm afraid if it does combust and get into the engine vents, then we would be screwed. And also, quite honestly, if it's on the outside of the tank, you do realize the tank gets shot at, right?
Yeah, but mostly the front.
We hope the front.
Quick Stitch understands. You put the front towards the enemy, right?
Yes, but you also don't strap a bomb to your tank and drive it at people.
Mina just looks at Sunrise like, really?
I was going to say, we're not putting the bomb on the tank. The bomb is in the tank.
Well, are we taking the sled as Naguaso suggested?
From my personal experience, when weapons of war roll up to towns, most towns aren't too happy about it.
No, we're leaving.
Would most most settlements even know what a tank is?
Guys, we should leave the sled because they need it. More than we do, obviously.
No, it's settlement owns.
Question: could it be could the chem lab be broken up into small enough components to be carried within the tank without any volatile mixing?
You could slap them in a hard box.
Okay. How long would it take just to build a trailer?
No. It couldn't actually be broken up into small enough components to fit inside the tank.
The chem lab itself, no. You could put any of the reactive chemicals into a hard box, so that it would take nothing. It would take nothing short of an anti-tank round or something with armor or something with heavy armor penetration to get to any of the chemicals.
The chem lab itself isn't much bigger than like a briefcase or a suitcase.
The portable chem lab or the My Little Chemistry set?
It's the portable chem lab.
Yeah, that's like that's like a small suitcase.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, it can strap to the turret without any real issue.
Or you could.
I mean, it'd be about as bad as strapping a jerry can to the side of the tank.
Or you could just keep it in your personal hard box within the tank.
I don't think it would actually fit.
It will not. It will not fit. You could. That's why I was saying you could take the chemicals out, either store those inside or store those in a smaller hard box on the tank. But the actual thing itself is, there's too many people inside the tank. There's barely any room to move around.
Moon is correct.
Like,
I'm not arguing
it
that.
is like it was cramped before you decided to take an additional pony and a small manticore inside.
So
more the manticore than the pony.
So would building a trailer for the tank be out of the question?
You have a sled. You could just hook it to the back.
Guys.
Okay, forget it. It's all right. I'm fine. And don't worry about the size and how many people are in the tank. Two of the ponies in the tank only add up to one anyway. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
I was just trying to stop the argument for 2
No.
seconds.
And I did. And I said, that's fine.
Tonight on Ponies und Panzers.
All right. So, which way are we going?
Where does Soot need to go again?
If you scroll up, you'll see it. It has been marked on the map.
Rages at positioning of railroad tracks.
There are also other rail tracks. Those were just the heavy... Those are basically the interstate lines.
Right. Rages at interstate lines. Just like you do in real life.
I mean, fair.
Unless you literally live like right next to one and you're going to somewhere that's right next to one. Shit.
There is a reason.
UPSville, are we going to get FedExton?
No, they were destroyed in the holy cleansing fires of nuclear annihilation.
So, Moon, and slightly important question.
What?
This line here, does it just
Yes.
end here in the old world, or does it keep going to here?
I'd say it would keep going at least most of the way. It probably wouldn't just end right in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. So probably, I'd say out to about here. There's a smaller, less traveled rail line, and then just a bit farther up. Yes, Mina, please roll for that.
Ah, the coasts also have roads.
Okay.
Welcome to the army of Europe.
Also, I mean, driving over general plains won't put that much extra load on the or wear on the tracks.
The tracks won't even notice that being used.
If we're gonna take up to Silverfang first, it's looking like this is the best way to get to the nearest major railroad track, and we can take that to this tunnel before heading up through here to get to South Shore.
Is that going to dump us in that forest area?
It's either that or cross the forest or cross the bloody mountain.
Or go through Canterlot below Cloudsdale and along the Unicorn Range.
I mean, it would allow us to at least scout out the Canterlot Black Stable.
I'd rather not go to Canterlot.
We promised Soot. That should be our objective, is to get her situated first so she's not on our protect this pony in the middle of combat list.
Oh, we know that. I was just saying we could stop for an hour or so as we're traveling along, just to.
The last time we stopped at one of those places, it was 3 days. And before
I'm not
that,
saying go in.
And before that, it was 2. You know full well, Jafundo, that if we went by there, we would go inside. Hell, Soot would insist we go inside. Looks at Soot for support.
Soot would not insist that you go inside. She just looks back to you. I just want to go home and get what's my birthright. I'll help you crazy ponies with whatever you want later, but I need to go and get what's mine.
Question, Moon. Does Al know about Canterlot and the state it is in?
Everybody knows that you don't fucking go to Canterlot.
Except me!
Does he know the reason why?
That is either a lore or a survival. No, that's a lore check.
Wouldn't Iota know from having passed by?
You can roll survival instead.
Hey,
you know about it too.
My lore.
Hetty, you've heard about it. You're not aware of the exact damage, but you know that the zebras completely annihilated Canterlot.
Yeah.
We simply do not have the gear or resources to go to Canterlot.
One does not simply walk into Canterlot.
One does not simply go near Canterlot. There are these, like, horrible things I've heard rumors about.
Because last I checked, none of us here have hazmat suits.
They have faces even a mother couldn't love. Ugh. They're also, like, purple.
More pink than purple, and some of them are decent folk.
Really? I thought it made them all go feral.
Not entirely. There are a couple that I've met that are decent folk.
Huh.
Kind of like with any ghoul.
Someone might have just been misinterpreting monster and feral. Although, I mean, he described a pony once that was more bookcase than pony, so I have no idea.
Do I know the nature of what the cloud does to people?
Yeah, that's 6 degrees. You've heard tales that you and Quick Stitch both have heard tales that people who come in contact with the lingering cloud that exists in Canterlot, you come out changed. It's never 100% accurate time in, time out, but it makes normal taint, normal radiation look like a rainy Saturday afternoon.
Not even a rad stormy one, just normal rain.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't have the means to go there at this point. Unless you want to pretty much be guaranteed to become something else or to die.
So it just looks over to you. Aren't you pregnant with twins?
Excuse me, what?
No, to Sunrise. Or, not the twins. She's like, aren't you, like, expecting to? I overheard someone mentioning it once. But, like, if what he's saying is true, that would do awful things to the fetus.
I am well aware. But we need to get moving. So, Soot, is it acceptable to you that we take the Ponyville Express line along the Everfree Forest to get up to the Smoky Mountain, to get up to the line that will take us to Tall Tale? Sunrise is referencing, of course, the old world city names, not the new world, not, you know, what they're called now.
So would know them.
Yeah, if you want, we can. There's a bit of a beachy, deserty footpath that goes around the coast. Aside from some small shanty towns, most ponies evacuated the coast after, well, I mean, when the ocean burns, you don't really live near it.
So long as we stay away from the Whitetail Woods too, I think we're in good shape.
Dude, you've been by the Whitetail Woods this entire time.
That explains Steve 1 and 2.
Like,
And
what it feels like to Nat 100 Urakan lore.
He doesn't have a map, and he's not a survival expert.
Roll survival.
You should join the Philly Scouts. They could teach you.
He should just look at Sunrise's pit book map and go, oh. Sunrise, zoom back in.
No, Nyota, you're a courier. You know about this area. This is more just for Al.
Because remember, we woke up in a fucking a pit. Like, he has no idea where in the world we fucking are, other than we're kind of close to Las Pegasus.
You know specifically that you are in the Blightwood Ridge area of Equestria. You aren't really sure if that's a pre-war or post-war thing. The signs would make it seem like post-war or pre-war, but you've known some really industrious earth ponies in your day.
Because I know we're in Blightwood, so we ain't in Whitetail. That's a different place. It's got to be a different place.
It's an adjacent place.
Alright. Quick Stitch. Do you
Yes.
need me to start keeping a map and directions and stuff?
That would probably not be remiss.
Sits down at the radio operator station next to Soot and starts drawing and starts using her pip book, and I guess I'm going to use her ability to draw and start drawing a map of where we've been and where we've gone.
Alrighty then. So, I guess it's best followed up. Since Quickstitch, you are the one who's actually driving this thing, yes?
Yes.
Alright, which way do you want to go?
I thought
Welcome
that we were going through Silverfang.
You going left or you going right? I don't even know what the plan is anymore. I thought we weren't going to Silverfang.
Well, my suggestion was to go to Silverfang and then bounce off of there to the Ponyville Express route. So we're on a major highway.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm just the driver, not the pilot.
But you do have final say-so over where we're going because you're the one who's actually driving. So are we going to Silverfang?
Yes.
Okay, and our destination's like way over on the other side of the fucking map.
I feel that it would be a good idea to send Alguacil to fly ahead and warn Sparrow as we draw close.
I also feel it would be a good idea that while we're on the way, if Alguacil doesn't mind playing Scout.
Can I just quickly say something out of character? Is it really fair for us to say that Von Holtz can't have the chemistry kit that he was given by the GM?
Yep. it's fine.
What? No, you can totally take. There's actually one here.
No, you said that was a meth lab.
Also, I mean,
It's a chemistry kit.
Also, I mean, this is we're basically turning around and saying that Von Holtz can't have something for.
Oh my god, dude, he can have the fucking chemistry station. He just can't bring it inside the tank cabin.
No. Sunrise doesn't want it on the tank because it's a danger.
Not
I'm
if
good
you
with that.
take the chemicals out. Then it's just a really funky glass table.
We're done with this discussion. Move on.
Yeah.
If you have one here, fine. I just really don't want to spend more time driving by the roof because we will totally get sidetracked for like an entire session there.
It's not about the roof. It's a silver fang.
No, it's at the roof.
The hell does NBC mean?
Nuclear biological
chemical. If it's a 70s era tank like Moon suggests, then yes, it will be.
No.
It means what?
Nuclear biological chemical.
Oh,
it's basically how they seal them.
Oh, you mean
you don't really seal it. You overpressure the interior.
You mean the internal cab?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
If you close that tank door and turn the thing over, being inside of there is basically the same thing as being inside a set of power armor. It's a fucking tank.
So if we don't get out of the tank, we could drive through Cantalot area.
You could drive through Canterlot area if you didn't get out of the tank.
Pain is a robot.
It's a good thing to know.
Apparently, it specifically says on the item that it can be carried.
No, Sunrise, you mean the, you're thinking of the My Little Chemistry set, not the portable one?
Yeah, the portable one's like 150 pounds or something like that.
Can still be carried.
It can be carried. It's just, it's heavy. I think that's literally more carrying capacity than I have. Hence the reason why I want to carry it on the tank. Anyway, move along.
Also, depending on the areas we go through, do y'all have something to affix to the front of that to act like a dozer? No? Okay, then.
I don't know. Fiaura doesn't seem to be around.
I don't have any objections to it, but I don't have the repair knowledge necessary to slap a bulldozer on the front of the tank.
Wait, why are we slapping a bulldozer on the front of the tank?
If we're going through heavily brushed areas, which most places would probably be, for something like a tank.
And I was also reminded that Pink Cloud fucks up power armor too. So there's a really good chance. Steel hooves. That there's
Steel
a really
hooves was fused to the power armor.
Good chance that you might be fused to the inside of the tank if you go through there.
Only if the Pink Cloud infiltrates the tank itself.
Right. Power armor is environmentally sealed.
power armor is environmentally sealed, but you still have to get your air from somewhere, meaning that the filtration system has to try and work against the paint. Eventually, it's going to corrode through the filters and it's going to get through.
Yeah.
Also, Steel Hooves was only just outside of Ground Zero when that cloud went out.
Actually, according to the story, he wasn't even in it when it happened.
Yeah, he was
Steel
in the
Hooves
Zebra
was
Town
doused
outside.
with the water that was actually more heavily permeated by the substance.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, even with a good filtration system, it is a non-zero. As a matter of fact, it's better than 50-50 that we all end up permanently, permanently attached to the tank.
Yeah, because it did permeate eventually into Stable 1, didn't it?
I think the point I was trying to make is that the tank is MBT sealed, which will help us in other situations.
Yeah.
Like high radiation, or somebody tries to drop a virus bomb on us or something.
Well, it helps y'all
Yeah,
out.
you can totally weather a rad storm inside the tank.
Or, I don't know, maybe somebody tries to drop a love poison bomb on us.
That'll probably be inside the tank.
But just a quick note: NBC tanks have a internal air supply for a limited amount of time, so you'd have to get out of that cloud before that ran out, before the filters would pop back open.
Okay, so are we driving past the roof, hand waving, Mina picking up the chemistry set, or
Nope,
are we just going to drive straight to the Shanty?
We're driving past.
All right. Shall we get things moving on, so we don't spend the entire session debating on what we're doing?
We're
All
not
right,
debating. I already said a long time ago. Move on.
All right, two things. Quickstitch, you have control over the tank token, and since you're driving it, it was hacking checks to drive, or was I having you roll academics?
I do not remember. I think that academics would be fine.
Question: how is everyone's supply of water and or food? Because if we are going to get water, the best place to get it is actually going to be the roof, because they have a continual renewing source. So we'll be able to get it cheaper at the roof than we would at Silverfang.
Actually, we'd get it free from the roof.
That too.
Either way.
You get it free from the roof.
I must admit, I could probably do with... So I've only got 2 doses of water.
Okay, quick one. My vote as a character would be to stop at the roof, because we would be getting food and water for free. It would be a brief stop to supply and move on. In that period of time, Mina could break down the chemistry set that she's got, because we're going to have to stop there for food and water anyway. Break down the chemistry station, pull all of the dangerous chemicals out, put them in her hard case in the tank, and bring the chemistry set on the back of the tank, because that chemistry set doesn't have anything explosive in it anymore. Boom. Problem solved. Moving on.
Works for me.
That solves all the problems.
Moon, is that acceptable?
Sorry, I heard most of that.
So
you laid down a solid plan, and I didn't hear all of it. I'm sorry.
Okay. Plan is go to roof. Stop at roof, get water, get food, get Mina's chemistry set, where she takes the time to get all of the hazardous chemicals out and into her hard container inside the tank. We strap that to the tank, and we move on to Silverfang Shanty, where we do whatever we need to do there, and then move on to the train tracks, follow the train tracks to wherever we're going, and you kind of take over putting us on the rails.
I'm going to suggest hand-waving the roof so we don't get bogged down with having a session there.
You go to the roof. You can restock at the roof, and we can discuss that later. You continue going past the roof. So, Quickstitch, I need you to make me a few academics and lore checks.
So, on the controlling of the tank, Quick Stitch flubbed the first Academics and Law, and then Nat Wand the second.
Wait, what?
No,
no. When he was learning.
Right, that was learning how to turn it over.
Okay, that's fine. No, I was just saying that I was just mentioning that just to remind.
No, I know he can operate the thing and he can turn it over without making any kind of a check. It's just I turn it over. But driving a tank is vastly different than driving a car, and driving a car is still knowledge that ponies really don't have on the wasteland.
Okay, no, it's fine. I was just like I say.
I remember.
Cool. All right then.
Crits everywhere.
Yeah, fucking crits all days. Okay, give me another one.
Yeah, last session was a bit mental for crits.
All right, and one more. Okay, so you can work your way with ease through this sparsely populated area. Yep. Yep. Come on. Oh, jeez. God, why? Okay. So you're able to get there or you were able to get to there while there is still a little bit of light left in the sky. And then you can continue on your merry way. Make me another academics and lore check. You've changed to a different driving terrain. Alright, the rails are a little bit difficult. You just keep going over the odd broken one or one that's raised up. But you're having a pretty decent bit of luck moving this.
Instead of driving, like down the rails, on the rails, can I just drive on the cleared out area next to them?
Yeah, that's fine. It's still a little bit of a different area because it's not grassy. It was either put down to dirt or stone. And you will have to drive on the rails if you're going over bridges, through shit, etc.
That's fair.
But yeah, you can mostly avoid driving right on the rail. Alright, then I guess it's basically just which way do you want to go from here?
Just following the rails up to South Shore. That seemed like a reasonable plan. Up to the tunnel and then northwest.
What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, you were taking the static rail line.
Yes.
All right. So you can get. All right. So you are going to be up along the rail.
Yes.
All right. All right. So that was how far? Oh, 160. All right, so yay short of 500. All right.
Sorry, I just.
That was So when you get to this last bit, you can floor it. All right. So yeah, it's almost 2000 hours. It's the sun's starting to go down. Do you want to press on through the night?
Group decision.
Because you're not really going to be able to sleep comfortably inside the tank.
I would vote we stop and set up camp for the evening and make sure that we've properly ate and rested.
Also, because Quick Stitch can drive through the night without penalties.
Yeah, but Alguasu can't fly through the night.
That's fair.
And
Get
quite
up
honestly,
to a group decision.
considering all of you are bigger than me, I'm pretty sure you want to get out and stretch.
Yeah, but none of us are sharing seats with somebody else. I'm sure it's still plenty uncomfortable for you.
So it just kind of shrugs. This seat is surprisingly roomy. I think whoever they made it for was a relatively large-bottomed pony.
I mean, Chifundo wouldn't object to a chance to let Snuggles have a roam around and quick hunting session just to work out a few frustrations.
Okay. So you stop once you get to the tracks, then?
Yes.
Okay.
Should I make a
Ooh,
survival
PM?
to see if...
Yeah, it's about 2000 hours, and yes, please make a survival.
Find a good camping site.
Mm-hmm.
We're stopping next to the tracks at the bridge.
Alright. Mina, you, as the tank's moving near the bridge, you pop the hatch open and look around, and you spy a little service station right near the bridge. Or, not service station, but a rail dock. The building looks mostly intact.
Do we want to check that out and pull in over there, or do we want to just find a place out in the field someplace?
All right, Al, from you're
so much right
how
now.
far up are you?
Probably a good 200 to 300 feet.
All right.
Moon, I just want to point out that large bottom pony is now large bottom ponies making the world go round, and a Sir Mix-a-Lot version about your anaconda not wanting honey if you don't have a large bottom flank. I just want to let that sink in.
Sir Mix-a-Lot and that pony would have gotten along.
I don't know how to feel about that.
I like wide flanks. You other ponies can't deny.
Oh, dear God. Okay. So, Al, from above, you notice that the cabin doesn't, or the station doesn't seem to have too much activity. There is a barrel fire that's in the process of dying, and what seems to be, you're not really sure what it is from up here. It's a bit too dark. Looked like it was just some loot or something.
If that's the case, if it looks like something was recently moved here, Al is going to call for a proper scouting, just to be on the safe side.
Okay. You can get there before the tank. Do you want to do it? Do you want to do a once over first?
He will, but he will be moving very, very cautiously and carefully.
Okay. Where are you starting? In the front, in the back, either side, or on top of the building?
On top.
Okay. Make me another perception check.
I fucking perceive, motherfucker.
It is dead silent inside. You swear you almost hear the sound of dogs fucking over in the woods. But there's no sound coming from inside the building.
Well, that was an image.
You're welcome.
Not even the rasping, shallow breathing of ghouls?
Nope. There isn't even the telltale tick of a sensor on a bomb.
Or
also,
a robot,
no
for that matter.
Hums of power cooling fans for robots.
Ooh, that too.
Wait, what?
You know how most of the robots have a fan or some kind of diode or sensor on them? There's nothing.
Yeah.
There isn't the hum of a generator. There isn't the whir of a fan. Nothing. Just you and your own breathing.
So if there is something here, it's exceptionally quiet.
Yep. Alright, there is a door on the front, and there is a door off to the side.
He'll check the door off to the side to see if it's unlocked first.
It is locked.
You said it was locked? Is that what you said?
You pop that lock open.
He would then carefully open the door slightly to see what's inside.
Alright, inside there's a single dim light, giving a faint illumination to the room. But there seems to be a, recently vacated temporary campsite for some ponies. Judging from the bedrolls off to the side, you'd say it was anywhere from 4 to 6, but you're not 100% sure. There seems to be bits of a grind wheel, a little bit of an armor station. They had put a grate over top of the cooking barrel that you can tell from here to use as a makeshift stove. They had rigged up the bathroom in the back to be used, but it reeks horrible. And as well, you can see off to the side a couple bits of armor. They've got the telltale aesthetic of Raider Chic. As well, in a small crate on the floor, there's just drugs.
Out of character, is this the sunrise effect again?
You're not sure.
No.
I have a feeling this is the Alguacil effect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, he's not me.
Do you look around at all?
Oh yeah, he's looking
Yeah, I'm
around,
not-
and he is ready to shoot the first thing that moves that he does not recognize.
All right, so you check this place. You give this place an entire once over, and by now the tank's caught up. There's nothing. There's a little bit of food, but it's started to rot. It's maybe been sitting here for a couple of days. But this place has been empty for less than a week.
Just as a matter of thing, I'm guessing Chifundo would probably have the turret spinning occasionally just to keep an eye out for anything that might be a threat. Do you mind if I roll perception to see if there is anything?
You're more than welcome to do that, and I also haven't been sitting there imagining you in the gunner seat of the turret with "You Spin Me Right Round" playing on loop.
I nat 1 on the perception, so do I see anything?
There seems to have been a recent path or some kind of trail. Wrong thing. That leads off towards this direction, but really nothing beyond that.
And we've got an intercom in the tank, don't we?
Yes, you do. It is specifically keyed to the radio that Al has.
I was just going to shout down to Sunrise through the intercom that I've spotted the tracks and where they're going.
Oh, there is no intercom inside the tank. There's no need for it.
You'd be
You just
surprised.
You're right. I would, but also no.
Tanks are fucking noisy.
Okay, hold on, Hetty. You're assuming an internal combustion engine style tank. In this case, the engine is actually the spell matrix, so it's much quieter.
And it's still bouncing around on a lot of steel wheels with a lot of suspension components in
Actually,
there.
Crystal, he's right.
Crystal, the tank's weight's been reduced by about 1/4 off of what it would be. You basically have given... So with the crystal parts that you've given to this, it basically is suffering the mithril effect.
No, like I said, there's still suspension components, springs.
Sure, but it is... So when Hetty first got into this tank, one of the things he noticed was that it was way fucking quieter than he was expecting.
Okay. So,
Like-
yeah, I'll in that case, I'll shout down and let Sunrise know. Seeing as even though Mina's in the TC seat as far as Chund is concerned, Sunrise is still the TC.
Nice.
That's nice. Alguassel. Click, 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 click.
I would
Okay in
probably
there?
just step out of the gas station at that point and straight up say, Raiders were here. They're not here now. They were gone before I got here.
How do you know they were raiders?
He'll lift out one of the Raider chic pieces of armor and then kick out the crate of drugs.
We're in the tank. We can't see you do this.
Why did you kick a crate of drugs?
Oh my god, Alguacil, please roll luck.
Like he's not kicking it over, you know, like the slide box kick?
You said you're kicking the box of drugs.
It doesn't explode.
Okay, you do not break any of the drugs.
Drugs are fragile, man.
In all honesty, at most, you would have only destroyed 20% of the contents.
You act like Al would have been distraught over drugs getting destroyed.
I'm acting like Mina would have been distraught.
Yeah, I know. Mina can't see the drugs right now, but she's got. I feel a disturbance in the force.
Mina, also roll luck for me, please.
Oh, not that.
Oh, yes, that.
No.
Mina, the drugs, they call to you. You hear the clarion call of Mentats. Mina, put us inside of you. You're a little bit weirded out that the drugs know your name. And that they keep always getting this number.
I'm grateful that the Samoas haven't started calling to her as well.
Hey, Samoas are really good cookies.
Alright, well...
They are. I'm glad you appreciate the Samoas.
Alguassel, any sign of why they left, or were they just here for like a night and then bugged out?
Based on the looks, they were trying to
way more than a night.
They were trying to stay here for a while. You don't try to set up a toilet or set up a grind wheel or a makeshift armor station for just a night. But they've been gone long enough for the food that was left behind to start rotting, so they've been gone a little while. Assuming it was fresh to begin with.
It was a prepared meal that you see has started to rot.
That's also assuming they used fresh produce and stuff like that to make
No, I'm telling you that it was like someone's meal table scraps that are going. Like they were cooking. They had plates. Sorry, I'm just further illustrating. I'll show it now.
Raiders
No, I
that use
understand.
plates? Heresy.
Right, dude. It was like actually not broken either. It was tin.
Alright, let's find a place to park park this thing and then go inside and get set up for the night. Assuming it's safe. Also, can you sweep the place again and make sure there's nothing in there?
I can tell you for a fact there's nothing in there that's alive. No ticking of explosives, no whirring of fans, which means no robots.
Did you just rewrite an entire song in less than 10 minutes?
No, I just cut and pasted it a little bit of it.
Are you gonna take me home tonight? Down beside
God
the
damn
red.
it.
Oh my god.
Quick stitch, you get 100 XP.
That is pretty awesome. Rewriting fat-bottomed girls like that is pretty awesome.
Fat plotted mares, you make the clapping world go round.
Yeah.
When I was just a skinny colt, couldn't even fire a bolt. Oh my god.
Very well done.
Why?
Because he's a legend.
Why not? I'm gonna get hammered at Ciderfest and end up singing this. God damn it.
Oh yeah.
I have enough whiskey to make that happen.
I'll help him rehearse.
It also goes with Quick Stitch fabulous there.
Moving on. Before the trauma of all of this sinks in completely. So I guess we get out and we get set up. Wow, Sunrise. Thanks, Drinking Buddy. I needed to know that Sunrise was watching Sunrise on live stream. This is just going to be one of those nights.
Time for a Sunrise plushie to look at the camera while the Sunrise plushie watches.
So we're having Sunrise on Sunrise action.
Oh, that's where it is. Oh, what? But
You want to do that?
all right. Do you guys have a set watch order you'd prefer? And is there anything specific you're doing overnight that would prevent us from, like, letting it pass uneventfully?
Chifundo would like. Oh my god, he's gone and got the flipping body pillow.
I hope it's the safe for work one.
It's the safe for work.
There. Now I'm being a giant smart ass.
So Sunrise is watching the sunrise, looking at the camera.
Is that because you sit on the science pony's face?
Dear. But yeah, Chifundo would like to take first watch so that he can wander around the campsite with Snuggles to do a bit of hunting while keeping watch.
Moon, does that trigger?
So as you pull Snuggles outside of the tank, and as everyone departs, Snuggles looks first to Sunrise, a knowing look, and then after hopping off and turning around, it sees the tank. It begins to yowl and scratch at the tank. Chifundo, you can't seem to get any kind of read off of what's going on. It's just walking around, scratching up this tank, making unhappy kitty sounds at it. It looks over to Sunrise a couple of times and hisses, but is just preoccupied with trying to fuck up this tank.
Failing, obviously.
Can I slip into shamanism and see if I can
Chifundo,
find out what's going off?
calm your mutant lethal cat.
Moon?
You may try. Please
34.
roll me charisma as well.
Net 1.
You're able to get it to calm down.
Am I able to find out why Snuggles is wanting to destroy the tank?
I want to fight it. 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 Ooh, my claws are sharp. I want to fight it. 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 Oh, my teeth are sharp. That hurt a little, though. I want to fight it. I want to fight it. I want to fight it.
Chifundo, what's up with your murder kitty?
I don't think Murder Kitty's reacting too well to being cooped up in the tank all day. Say, Snuggles, do you want to go and hunt something?
Kill! It... You know what happens if you look at a dog and just say, walk?
Yes.
And then you go to the vet's office instead.
Oh.
That's so cruel.
Oh, that
was...
that was uncalled for.
You do take it on a walk to the vet.
That was uncalled for.
Hey, there are 2 people in the party that could fix spay and neuter Snuggles.
I'm sure anybody in the party could spay and neuter.
Wow.
I am electing that we spade and neuter Snuggles. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Would like to inform both of you that it's too young to have that safely done.
Who said anything about safely?
You can have a kitten done at like 8 weeks.
Yeah, you do it pretty young.
In fact, as close as possible to the 8 weeks is usually the better. 'Cause it's less likely to start developing the hormones which develop adult instincts.
Although most cats, they do it before their first cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought was the thing with cats.
Dogs, I think you can do it earlier.
Remember, spay and neuter your murderous pet.
It's not a dog, though.
Yeah, that's
Your
true.
cat really wants to murder you.
It's a
Make it
manticore.
want to murder you.
Anyway,
Spay and neuter.
do you take it for a romp to go murder things?
Yeah, take it on a romp to go and find mutated wildlife for it to go and murder. Definitely glad I took first watch so I could do this with Snuggles if Snuggles is getting this bad a case of cabin fever.
Mina usually takes the third watch because she likes to get up and cook. I think Nyota usually does too.
Sunrise has perception of no and will only take watch whenever it has to be done now.
Where the hell?
My God, drinking buddy, how many tabs do you have open?
It manages to kill something. Or at least to catch something.
Cool.
What does it catch?
Okay. It comes back with a rad squirrel.
Cool.
It's about the size of a small cat.
Cool.
Or large cat, sorry.
Yeah, I'll pet and scratch Snuggles for a job well done with that one.
All right. Do you want to harvest it?
I'll let Snuggles eat it.
Snuggles happily devours its kill.
Does that feel better now, Snuggles?
Still want to fight the tank, but yes. Purr, 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 purr.
Well, the tank. We're going on a long journey in the tank, so it'll save all our legs.
But it's bigger than me. I want to fight it.
There's a lot of things in this world bigger than you.
I want to fight them. Are they green? I like fighting green things.
Oh my god,
Green
why?
things, eh?
It's big and green. I want to fight it.
Big and green. I'll have to have a think about that. See what we can find for you.
Out of curiosity, Moon, is my medicine score high enough? Snuggles got hurt. I could heal him as well.
Snuggles?
Yes.
Yeah, you'd just be rolling at a minus 20.
That is negligible.
I know. Veterinary medicine isn't that much different than humans. Just
humans. Ponies.
Humans are more resilient.
What's a human?
Yeah, what's a human?
Oh my god. You fuckboys. No, ponies are more resilient than veterinary medicine, but
also boba?
I mean, yes. Well, you don't take a minus 20 when operating on boba.
No, I meant the thing about boba in the tank.
Shit, I forgot. Thank you. Alright, so everybody is disembarked.
Yes.
Sunrise, please roll me perception.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
You are aware that boba is no longer in the small of its in the small on your armor.
She checks inside the tank and then looks inside of her hard box.
Alright, roll me perception again at a +1. You hear angry and enraged bunny noises coming from the gunnery turret that's controlling the main tank barrel.
Leans up and looks in.
It is aggressively trying to figure out how to make the tank barrel turn. You don't know how you know that it's trying to make the gun work, but you can see from just the air of it and the determination that fills it that it's trying to make this tank gun go. There are things that need to be shot.
Sunrise face hooves, reaches up, picks Boba up, and points at the pedal. That's how you turn the turret.
Boba teleports out of your grasp and goes down to the pedal.
Is Boba Pet having Nom flashbacks?
He was never in Nom specifically, so technically no.
Alright.
I like how you had to refer to technicalities there.
Let's see if it passes this.
Well, the tank's off, so the turret doesn't turn.
The rabbit does not pass this check because the tank is off.
She looks down at him. We have to turn the engine on in order for it to work.
It just looks up at you with eyes that say, "Work with me, woman!"
Maybe tomorrow, but tonight we need to sleep. Now, come on.
There it phases and you feel its familiar weight in the small of your back.
Is it brooding weight?
It's a slightly more indignant weight than usual.
You hear just a slight aggressive purr. Just a little bit of indignance.
Is that a purr of, I'm going to have me some fun. I'm going to have me some fun.
It's more a purr of they will pay. I will have my vengeance.
What? Why are bunnies so angry?
Because they're bunnies. Because they're fluffy death machines of rage and hatred.
No, those are geese.
No. Those are feathery winged machines of rage and hatred. Slight difference. And knowing the difference will save your life.
Say, Sunrise, can you ask Pink why the Manticore wouldn't like the tank?
Oh, I don't know. You take an animal that's made to fly and roam outside and put it into a confined space for 8 hours. Oh, or... Moon, is the tank the same color Green Sunrise is?
It took you a while to notice.
But yeah, it seems to be roughly the same shade.
It's the way the layered sheets of crystal hit the light. Or something like that. At least it's not tank colored.
Yeah, it's not a tank colored tank.
Because I think Snuggles hates me, Chifundo. And the tank and I share the same color. Why is this not a tank colored tank?
It's a still be green.
For once.
I can't fucking please you people.
If it's a tank
No,
colored
that
tank,
was in character. That was not out of character. That was in character.
I know.
Character, that's amazing.
I know.
I'll look down to Snuggles. Snuggles, do you hate Sunrise?
No, I just want to fight her.
You do know she leads us not because she's the strongest, but because we like the way she thinks. We agree with a lot of the things that she wants to do, so we follow
There is
her
a
out
loud
of
cough from
respect
the
of
roof.
that. Well, we're not sure why Elgros will follow Sunrise, but
Insurance and liability
Why
purposes.
also follow Sunrise.
Hold on for the Snuggles commentary. I am paging Dream.
Oh God, why?
Paging Dr. Catcher, paging Dr. Catcher.
But anyway, go to the roof. Go to the roof of this shack.
Sorry? Now you're following. Just too macho to admit it.
Wait, does that mean Al Glossel's the token tsundere?
Always has been.
No.
He's here because he likes the hugs.
Oh my God, I have just learned to perceive Al in a new light.
This guy's gonna kill us all.
But Baka.
No.
Moon, I think we're both dead at Signfest.
I'm just dead inside. What are you talking about?
No, I don't just mean inside. I mean literally and physically.
That's worth it.
I don't think we'll survive Miss K's withering glare.
Meh.
I think we're
My
all gonna
apathetic glare of just pure unadulterated hatred for existence has gotten to the point that people at work get concerned when I walk in if I don't have a smile.
You mean if you do have a smile?
Dude, I sprained the scowling muscles in my face.
It's true. And hilarious to this day.
Like, I believe you. I legitimately believe you, Al.
No
Hey,
words.
Dream.
No words.
Anyway, you were asking Snuggles?
So yeah, I was asking Snuggles if Snuggles understands that we're following Sunrise not because Sunrise is the strongest or the most powerful, but because we agree with a lot of the things that she wants to do. And Dream's like, Moon, how dare you land me in the middle of this without much prep?
No, she's still muted.
Sorry. Mic wasn't connected fully. Snuggles understands.
So, you know that fighting her won't elevate you with the rest of us.
Yeah, but it's still fun.
It won't be fun when Iota decides to word book you.
Rawr, I take him down.
But yeah, I think we need to find some way to let you satisfy that instinct without hurting any of us. Gonna have to think about that one, I think.
Hurt you? I would never hurt you.
Leans in and snuggles with Snuggles.
Purrs and snuggles back.
When we fight people, do you want to help us with those fights?
You fight?
Generally a lot of shooting from myself and most of us, but I'm sure Nyota wouldn't say no to a bit of help getting hoof to claw with people.
Can I shred things apart?
Probably.
Yeah!
Okay. In that case, I will talk to Nyota about it when we're driving around tomorrow. Moon? Sounds like I'm going to need a character sheet.
This is the best outcome.
Moon gets to try and kill Snuggles.
No!
Snuggles gets to eat raiders.
Yeah!
Snuggles gets to eat raiders at long last.
But won't you
Snuggles
get
gets
high
to
eating
discover how
raiders?
delicious pony flesh is.
Honestly, at this point in time, petition to start referring to Chafundo as a ranger.
So I'm a
Druid?
Bard Ranger.
Druid.
Agreed.
Druid.
Snuggles is the animal companion.
Oh, then that makes perfect sense. Then that makes Sunrise a wizard specializing in explosive magic with a bunny familiar.
Oh God!
Sunrise is a fire mage.
No, that makes Sunrise the Megumi from
Yes!
Konosuba.
Yes!
I'm just imagining Colonel Mustang sitting here ready to snap his fingers going, do I light or do I not light? And then
I
he
give up
looks at a
Legos to
bunny
come
to
back to
determine if
this.
he presses the button or not.
So will you be needing Dreamcatcher to do other characters?
depends on if they try to fight. It depends on if they encounter a bunch of dumb raiders on the way.
So, question, Moon. Do I have the radio signal for Raider Radio?
No.
Raiders
Yes,
have radio?
actually, it's on her Pipbuck.
No,
I'm sorry.
I'm asking
There's
if
a
it's
thing.
currently, if we're in range.
No.
Roll luck. Hold on. Roll the tank's luck.
What's the tank's
Wait, what?
luck? The tank
Give me a
has
second.
luck?
The tank has a character sheet.
I was going to say, I mean, we're going to name it, so...
Yeah,
a
no, the
character.
tank. The tank has a character sheet.
It's Tanky McTankface. Of course, it has a character sheet.
The tank's luck is 7.
Yay!
Okay.
Yay,
yes, you are within range of some of the short range some of the heavier encrypted channels.
So, she's gonna turn it on Raider Radio and see if they're reporting a tank driving around.
There are a couple of so you hear someone who looks you hear someone who sounds like they eat at least 3 packs of Marlboros a day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And because I currently don't have a throat cold, I can't get my voice that Russian. So
my mom used to do 4 packs.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But yeah, they're all right. The forecast for today, it's clean, clear. Lucky numbers are 12. There are recruiting over in the 17th East Quadrant, Sector 12. There's caravan movements over in sectors D's, E's, and 17Q. And watch out if you're over near the Blightwood area or some of the other regions. We've been detecting some heavy radiation and just a whole bunch of general unsavory unpleasantness. There's some wastelanders who've been rising up and they're liberating towns, unifying stuff, so be careful. They've been known to travel with the long eye of the law. There's still the current bounty on his head for 10,000 caps, and any information leading to the return of shipments 12, 27, and 14 will have the standard bounty of 100 caps. All right, and now the weather and just some really nice, smooth, progressive alternative starts playing on the radio, like shit you'd hear in the filler on an NPR station.
That's like Raider Radio is really well organized.
Well, considering that the last 6 DJs have all had their head cut off and mounted on pikes outside, it's a really good idea to be a decent DJ.
Hey, Moon.
It fires back up. Oh, this just in from the chief. Don't forget, we're still offering bounties on the ears and guns of known regulators. So get out there and go kill a lawman. This is a DJ Smooth Breeze out.
She'll flip over to 10 Pony Towers radio and see what it says.
Moon.
Yeah?
Does Quickstitch remember any of the regulator radio codes?
I mean, you can roll int to guarantee it.
Yeah.
Or you could just ask Al.
Yeah, both of you here, but Quickstitch, you... yes, you do remember some of the codes. Actually, you remember most of them.
So could he extrapolate where they are on Sunrise's map?
Oh, you mean the quadrants?
Yes.
Right. So you realize that they are not actually. They're using the general breakdown of the regulator quadrants, but they've altered in some additional bits of information. Can you roll me academics and lore at a minus 90? There is a chance you have read this document, but it's not something that your average Wastelander will come across more than a few times in their life.
Wait, Quick Stitch, who grew up with raiders?
Because this is not a raider. Because this is not a raider document. This would have had to have been something he found. All right. It's a lot of regulator. It's a lot of regulator code, but there's something that's been tweaked heavily. You're not sure what the influence is. It's unlike anything you've heard of before. Still got a lot of raider flair to it, though.
Okay, it was worth a thought.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Since you're camping for the night, you can dedicate your downtime action to like trying again for some stuff, but code breaking takes time.
Just out of interest, is there anything interesting on the radio from DJ Penn's radio?
Tonight, and that's my fault.
Gina's Sunrise has flipped to that channel.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it comes in off a nice short jazz interlude, and DJ Poem 3 is just talking about some of the other things, mentioning the weather, mentioning some of the raider movements. Mentions that just some honorable mentions of Wastelanders doing good out there, and after a couple of segments, your group comes up. She mentions our favorite little green mare and her ragtag team of wasteland psychopaths are going through and still making the area a nice and better place. We've got reports coming in from a bunch of smaller settlements all over that have just had a chance at living life again. They make mention of a strange stable that was found nearby, and the explorers having gone in and gone out safely means that it must be okay for exploration, but to still be safe. You never know what kind of death traps lay inside. She doesn't really seem to be talking too much about any kind of heavy vehicles or anything. She goes on to a couple of other things. And what?
When she finishes, Sunrise will cut off the radio and smile. Well, at least we haven't screamed out loud yet.
So I'm of the strong inclination that this tank might be of use pretty quick. Because we should probably do something about that Raider radio tower.
Well, let's deal with what Sutney. You know, that's the deal we're on at the moment. Let's sort out what Sut needs to sort out, then we can figure out what we're going to do afterwards.
I mean, what's the worst that happens? We run into an entire train full of raiders?
Something crazy train.
I mean, luck roll?
No.
Now you almost make me wish I used explosives, because it would be a hell of a lot of fun to blow that entire fucking train to hell.
There is no train. Oh. Alright, so who's taking first watch, who's taking second, who's taking third?
I'll be taking first watch again to give Snuggles exercise and try and work off some of Snuggles' frustrations being crammed up inside a tank that she doesn't like.
I'll probably take second.
Okay. Chifundo.
Go on.
After the drawn in by the scent of both blood as well as movement heat, please make me a perception check. Two perception checks, one at a -2.
Why isn't there a train?
Pass both.
Wow. So you hear it first. The telltale sound is something skittering out in the darkness. It's a few at first. Then a hoofful. Then several hooffuls. And then a swarm.
Is this the same sort of chittering as we heard at the farmstead? Just after we'd had the battle with the slavers?
No, it is not. It is similar to the chittering that you heard after the siege at the roof. Unless that happened in my head, which there is a non-zero chance that happens,
That
and if it
happened
did,
in your head.
cool. Okay, then that was something that happened off screen then.
No, I think it happened when they were at the gas station in Blightwood.
We've had.
You mean where we're at right fucking now?
We've only
No.
had 2 instances of chittering. One was a boatload of rad roaches, and one was a giant rad scorpion.
Yeah, it was not the giant rad scorpion. It is the sound. It is the sound of roaches.
Wasn't the husks also chittering sound as they approach?
Okay, so 3. No, it is the sound of a wave of rad roaches.
So it's the same chittering as at the farmstead then. Okay.
Okay. I thought the farmstead was the rad scorpion. I got confused.
No, that was. Oh shit! We're about to get overrun by a swarm of red dots. We set off Molotovs and all sorts to slow them down as we escaped.
But yeah,
at that sound, I would be waking everybody up.
And now this time, Snuggles is heard. Snuggles is perceived.
Chifundo, what?
Red roaches, a lot of them.
Looks at EFS.
It's just a blanket of red in just a general direction.
Huh.
They can't operate the door.
No, but they can eat the door.
They can also break in through the vents.
There are also windows.
I'm trying to find the positives here.
They can't get into the tank.
Where's a truckload of carbolic acid powder when you need it?
We have a 50 cal.
Yeah, that's on the tank. That's outside. Open to suggestions.
I can start setting multiples of them on fire.
I presume Wandering Sunrise always has her explosives preparation kit on her, right?
She has her bag of boom, yes.
I mean, so there's a suggestion.
We could move up to the roof.
Moon?
Yeah.
Would Roar work on rad roaches since it's basically you're intimidating things, and as an apex predator, griffins would probably be able to intimidate a fucking cockroach?
You will not be able to repel. You will not be able to repel the entire swarm, but you can, depending on the success, you can thin it up to half. Every degree of success will be 5% of the swarm you have thinned down.
So Chifundo will hold up a hoof. Is there like a ladder access to the roof?
Yeah, on the outside. Actually, roll luck.
That's a critical nope.
It's outside.
It's outside
Oh
and
boy,
it's broken.
it is super outside, and the ladder fell down.
I was going to say it's outside and it's broken halfway up.
Does anybody else want to roll another luck 10?
No, the second Mina said we should go to the roof. The ladder fell off the building.
Honestly, it's probably Al that pushed the ladder off so that no one could sneak up to him because he's up on the roof.
Yeah. Okay.
So, do I have...
There is a ladder, though.
Do I have any way of making myself apparent to the red roaches without just letting them swarm in the building straight away?
I can't tell you that.
Is there a gantry with a door outside along the gantry?
Yeah, there's two ways into this. The front door and then the side door. If you go out the side door, you can get out of the other side of the building from where they're coming from.
Okay.
That's the best I can give you.
That works for me. So I'm going to go outside the side door.
Yes.
Walk towards the red roaches and drop Fluttershy's Apostle 2 on them.
So, I'm going to go read the exact wording. But last I remember, that does not work on insects.
It works on mutated creatures.
It does not work on insects.
Red roaches are a mutated creature, though.
They are an insect.
Bear with me.
I'm looking.
Alright, now that I'm awake, Nyota, you and Quickstitch fight your way to the tank. We're gonna cover you and then drive it right up to us, and we jump in and drive the fuck off.
Okay, that stipulation got taken out. I still need you to roll charisma.
Okay, I was expecting that.
It is charisma at a -2.
Because sleeping in a tank is just not comfy.
I passed by 2 points.
All right. You have managed to stop an additional 20% of the swarm.
Well, as I've got Fluttershy's Apostle 2, that means they work for me, so I can tell them to attack the rest of the swarm.
You have disabled.
Sure?
Sorry, Cox?
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Well, I'm not sure what else I can really do with them if it's only 20%. Unless somebody's got a suggestion for me.
Just have them get in the way of the other ones to slow them down.
Okay, yeah.
Wait! There's a big feast they could have at the Raider radio tower.
20% might be enough to sway the swarm.
Because after all, there's dead ponies all over the place there.
Okay, in that case, I let the 20% know through whatever bullshittery that Fluttershy's Apostle is.
It's some supreme.
I guess I'm kind of. I guess I'm talking to them in chitters or something because.
Oh boy, roll me.
Yeah, I start.
What the fuck did Jafundo become Dr. Doolittle?
Roll me charisma at a -4.
Nope.
The 20% could not be swayed.
To go finding fresh food.
No, the 20% can be sent off to do that, but it doesn't convince the swarm to fall out.
Yes, they're arguing there's more food if we go this way, but food right here. More food, but food right here.
Okay, so we've cut the swarm down by about 30%.
Yes.
as the 20% that's listening to Chifundo starts to make the move, Chifundo will dash back inside quickly before he's eaten.
Okay, well, Plan C. We fight our way to the tank and get in and start running some rad roaches over. I feel terrible about that statement for some reason.
The lone rad roach sitting inside looks over. Ain't no thing, man. Don't worry about it.
Wild fucking wasteland.
Are you serious?
Smash it with a hoof.
It's just sitting there, roach with a roach, looking up at you, chilling on a bag made of coach.
Did you just say roach with a roach chilling on a bag made of kush?
Coach.
Kush kind of sounded better.
So it's a pothead.
I was trying to rhyme.
Roach with a coach. A roach coach.
It's a pothead roach.
Yes.
My name is Reggie. I have been far and wide. I have traveled to and will travel to many places. I know many things. I speak many tales. I know of many travels. I have a date with a ranger base out to the east, but...
Yeah, not much to find over there.
Does Nyota still smash it?
Y'all got Molotovs? Because we could make a lot of grilled rad roach tonight.
With that gasoline flavor.
Okay, I want to look around, see if there is any...
Is anyone else...
Any, like, burnable liquids in the area or in the building.
All right. So first and foremost, Nyota, do you kill the rad roach?
I mean, it just had its entire monologue, so no.
All right. It disappears. It leaves 20 green herbs. It just skitters out the door.
I have explosives.
Wow.
I
high on the green
lack
stuff, eh?
fire-based explosives.
It goes and has its roach-like adventures. Anyways, yeah, there's stuff in here to make Molotovs and the like.
Well, to answer your question, Alguassel, I have stuff here to make them, but I used all of our fire-based explosives.
Chifundo will look at canisters of burny fluids and point them out to Sunrise.
While they're doing this, can I fix the ladder?
It's outside, so unless you want to get chomped on.
I mean, Snuggles is still probably basically for plan kill the rad roach.
Snuggle wants food!
So, if you go outside, you will have a rage kitten to help protect you.
Okay, so, out of character, what is Snuggles' chance at not getting completely overrun and chewed on?
No, she is going to just curb stomp her way through rad roaches. She can't not one-shot them.
Surprisingly high, considering that her claws have AP light after sharpening them on the crystal. And considering that the rad roaches have less than 5 DT.
So I'll look at Snuggles. I'll look at Nyota. Do you two just want to have fun with rad roaches?
Fun!
I just realized rad roaches can't really hurt me because of my armor.
That's something I was just... You know what, we could probably just...
You finally figured it out!
Hold on.
Just stick Sunrise in the middle of them. Watch them numb uselessly against their armor.
Okay, well, everybody is arguing. Quickstitch is just gonna go outside and start clouds of red roaches.
So, I guess I'll lead Snuggles outside and invite Snuggles to have at it.
Where's my swatting stick?
Stick 'em, Snuggles.
There's Al. There is a table leg on the inside with a single bolt sticking out of it.
I was going to ask, is there any chance that for some reason there is a tennis racket or a badminton racket here?
Not a badminton racket, but there's part of a table that you can use to crack these things.
There's a full set of croquet mallets in one of the closets.
I'm just waiting for them to notice that I'm not wearing my headphones.
Does the sight of a manticore send some of them fleeing?
Oh, Al will grab one of the croquet mallets and lift it up. There's me, mallet. He is then going to proceed to go start smashing rad roaches.
Yes, the sight of a rad roach disperses another 15%.
And I don't care. I've been interrupted.
Sorry, Bon, I cut across you. Sorry.
This entire fucking time.
Yeah, I've been trying to say something for like 10 minutes.
Sorry.
Is there anything like a metal cabinet, like a working station or a big flat table?
Yeah. For what?
I'm just going to pick it up and just like area effect the ground.
Oh, yeah, dude. There's a couple I-beams outside. This is a rail depot.
Oh God, Mina's gonna start literally
Scapola. No, hold on. I need to say this. Scapola, Mina, embrace your inner construction equipment.
I mean, I bet it's fun and entertaining.
The bulldozer.
It's frustrating and
wrecking balls will have nothing on Mina.
I came in like a fish sky.
Because they're so loud, they're peaking the microphones.
Oh dear Christ!
We're all gonna burn in pony hell, and it's glorious.
Okay. So,
after realizing that rad roaches pose no threat to you.
So,
I think we're all talking over Fee too.
Sorry,
I haven't even been looking at the chat. Fee, have you been trying to speak?
She's not got a headset on at the minute.
Well, then she can't be intending to talk.
There, that should get her attention. All right, well, fuck it.
Are y'all done?
Sorry.
I'm not trying to be rude or obnoxious or self-centered. It's just it's been 20 minutes and I've watched mine and Adagio's mic light up repeatedly, as well as Von Holt's a couple times, and none of us have gotten to say anything. So I just took my headphones off because I got way too frustrated and didn't want to take it out on you. But, you know, sorry. Just really hard to talk when every time that anyone else lights up, someone just talks over them and doesn't stop. So I apologize, but I honestly have no idea what's going on because I took off my headphones to avoid the frustration continuing. Apparently, Hetty and Miss Gay are just really loud tonight.
Sorry.
So, to catch you up, then, the party has largely realized that they have such high DT that the radroaches pose no real threat. And so there's just a general consensus that they're going to go kill some.
Okay, so who's all made that consensus? Because I don't know who all decided they were doing this.
Quickstitch did while everyone was still arguing about making a bomb.
Basically, as soon as Miss K pointed out that Aguasil's basically immune to a red roach, we all figured out that, hang on, we're all pretty much immune to red roaches. So there's various discussions about Scopolamina doing a wrecking ball job with an I-beam on the roaches. I was going to set Snuggles onto the red roaches. Not sure about everyone else.
Okay. So that covers 1, 2, 3. What's Nyota doing? And then what's Aguasil doing? And then I'll say what I'm doing.
Al is taking a croquet mallet and smashing radroaches.
Do you have a croquet mallet?
There was a croquet mallet in the place.
So, I just want to clarify this image, and then hopefully Nyota can hear us. You're taking a croquet mallet in what is effectively full heavy griffin armor, and running around gleefully playing Whack-A-Roach.
I mean, that was my understanding.
You're... Okay. Nyota?
Me mallet! That's it! I'm getting me mallet!
What are you doing?
I'm gonna set up a cooking station.
That's my boy.
You're gonna get ready to cook a bunch of radroach up? Okay. Sunrise stops. Stares. Shrugs and just takes a seat.
Combat goes one-sidedly. They're radroaches.
She feels like she needs popcorn.
Make a luck check.
I was going to say, does Pinky supply?
I was gonna say, there's plenty of radroaches you could eat to get that same kind of crunch.
Are insects okay for vegetarians too?
No, they are not.
I don't know.
Vegans, absolutely not, but some vegetarians mix in a little bit of protein.
Moon, what does he roll to figure out how much rad roach he cooks out of the slaughtered swarm?
Huh. Oh, hey, I've been on mute this entire time. Okay. So, Nyota, would you be going to cook up the rad roach or just cook for the night?
Just in general, like rad roach, food, whatever. He's just gonna cook.
All right. Do you want to gather any of the rad roach? Or roll survival to gather the rad roach. Wow. Okay. You can gather enough for this meal and the next. There's literally just choicey bits of rad roach made everywhere you go. All in all, it seems there were about 70 rad roaches that were trying to swarm this place.
It's amazing how potent we've become, because back in the day, the rad roach swarm drove us from our camp in the middle of the night.
I remember when a rad roach was chewing on Nyota's chest.
That was a mole rat.
Was it? Alright.
Yeah, I was trying to say something earlier. But why are we worried about the rad roaches?
Because they're red on the Pipfuck site.
Because I said the word swarm.
He said the word swarm, and we assumed swarm.
Well, I mean, 70 is a fairly decent swarm.
What we have instead is the rad roach equivalent of Doom ponies running out and ripping them apart while they're playing the role of the imps.
I'm pretty sure if Sunrise just went out there and started rolling around, she'd kill them all.
Watching Snuggles out there is kind of like watching the Doomslayer.
Sunrise at present is unsure if she's disgusted at how destructive we are capable of being at this point, or at the fact that they're bugs and they're gross.
Harvest the bounty.
Be disgusted at both.
You
I'm
hear
sorry.
pink. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I'm not playing Unit 777, who has a pink rad roach, and it's only pink because she cleaned it off.
My thoughts were, if we're gonna roll her around to kill the roaches, we need to paint her blue first.
If we're gonna roll her around, we should really be having the Katamari music going at the same time.
No, because then she'd be. If we paint her blue, she could roll around at the speed of sound.
Oh god. Oh god, no.
I'm charging my spin dash.
God, why? Please no.
They added a turbo mode to enter the gungeon where the dog that gives that allows you to turn it on and off makes Sonic puns. He asks if you want to dodge roll around at the speed of sound.
All right. But yeah, there's a bountiful amount of rad roach meat. You can gather as much as you'd like. That's little or as much.
On the plus side, we got stocked on food now.
But the rest of the night is uneventful.
Is Snuggles curled up in contented kitty cat?
She's slightly bloated from gorging herself.
I don't know. How happy is the Snuggles after just playing
Whack a roach.
a few levels of Doom?
Snuggles is satisfied. That was
Oh,
fun.
All glory kills.
Right.
Hi. This bag of hugs for
I'm gonna do it again
$5 hold.
Snuggles wants to do murder all the time.
Nyota throws a roasted red roach leg at the angry kitty.
Catches the red roach and numbs on it,
It's pretty tasty.
giving a thankful look to Nyota.
I think Nyota just earned a new friend.
Yeah.
So, out of curiosity, what is the attack damage from a red roach?
Oh, rad roaches?
Yeah.
Hold on, I will tell you real quick. Doop, doop, doop. Doop, 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 doop.
Save me. Please save me. Please save me from this madness. Madness? Madness!
It would range anywhere from 2 to 11.
Wow.
It's a roach.
Back when that was dangerous. Wow.
I mean, now the fact that it has AP for days is the part that should be worrying you, but...
Really? Red roaches have AP? Oh, I was thinking on penetration, not action points, yeah.
Oh, no action points. God, man.
Yeah.
It hits you like 20 times.
I mean, the bigger rad roaches have a little bit of armor penetration, but... But I mean... The giant roach is also only a little smaller than Sunrise.
And if there's any large-sized ones, they're the first ones to get I-beams dropped on them.
Oh yeah, no, there were a few that would have looked like little sister to Mina.
So I want to get this image straight in my head. Alguacil is playing whack-a-mole with a croquet mallet, or in this case, whack-a-roach, trying for the high score, as Mina decides that she wants to get the high score and whips out an I-beam from a building and starts swinging it like it's a toy. Meanwhile, Snuggles...
No, it's a railway I-beam.
Yeah, not from a building, like replacement parts.
Oh, so she's literally just hitting them with a railway.
She's just dropping it, you know.
That moment that you realize you're hitting people with a railroad.
Yes.
Effectively, Mina is tracking them.
I am the pain train.
Oh, really, Len?
Meanwhile, Snuggles is just happily leaping from red roach to red roach, eating it alive, by the way. Most of them are probably not dead by the time they're going down her gullet. And
I mean, I posted the artist representation.
And Sunrise is staring in horror, while Nyota is just cooking mid-evening snack.
Yes, that is correct. Okay. Your impression is correct. That is the world you live in.
This is like watching a car wreck in slow motion.
Car wreck? Car wreck? This is like watching a train wreck at Grand Central Station in 1 frame a second.
I'm gonna be sick.
See, you are forgetting the most exciting part. Quickstitch is cooking 8 feet of rad roaches per spell.
Oh yeah, I forgot that you were out there setting things on fire with your princess mane. I mean, not with the princess mane, but out there with it, you know.
Oh god, you're just being fabulous.
And
you out-fabulousing Chifundo.
It's a coincidence, I swear.
Alright. Oh, jeez.
Crispy rad roach poppers, 5 caps a pop.
Hey, Al, do me a favor. Roll perception.
Perception, you say?
Yep.
Hello there.
You hear a Wilhelm scream from out in the distance. It's like 4 in the morning.
Fuck.
Is that the radio station getting raided by red roaches?
No, that's too close. They are small. They scurry fast, but they do not scurry that fast.
Sunrise stares at all of this, thinks about it. Why were we even worried about this?
Memories? I mean, I remember a rather dark night with fire and running for our lives with a bunch of survivors from some raider slaver types.
That's fair.
That was the first time we boosted Silverfang's population, wasn't it?
Yep, that's when we found Nugget.
Yeah.
Sunrise pulls out an old, half-rusted looking pipe and stares at it. I miss that stupid dog.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Before you ask, Moon, yes, I still have the shotgun barrel on my character sheet.
I know. I've seen it.
I mean, he was the first one that got us to actually... I mean, I know you were the one that started us trying to work together, but I think he was the first one that actually got us working together, wasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Does the screen get investigated?
No, this is like 4 in the morning. Everyone is. This was during Al's shift.
Al, does the scream get investigated?
Sorry, I wouldn't have mentioned it if I didn't realize you two were RPing.
Does it get investigated?
After that, Sunrise will curl back up and wait for an iota.
Yes, Al would investigate it quickly.
Okay. Al, you know you're fast enough to just fly over there and, no longer in the bathroom break. You zip out over. It's over here. You notice a small clearing in the woods when the trees start to thin. There seems to be the roaches that the party had dismissed seem to have stopped, just swarmed in a giant circle around something.
And I'm assuming it's a person.
Well, something did scream from this direction, and there's just a giant pile of writhing roaches trying to get to something, so...
Is it a distinctly pony-shaped something?
It is about the size a pony would be.
Good thing I brought me mallet. Al is gonna start smashing roaches.
Okay. Oh, geez, it's just you and about 35 roaches.
It's a battle of attrition, and Al will win.
So... Al, roll luck. Okay, roll me luck again. Okay. So, it's dark, and a mallet is a very close-range weapon, so you do have to get down there. They manage to start piling onto you. They are a swarm. Their tactic is to swarm. Still, you've managed to pull off. Still, you've managed to pull about a third of the swarm off of this pile.
Which is decreasing in swarm population every round because mallet.
Yeah, you're still malleting. All right.
Still malleting.
That's 12. So that's 3, so 40. All right. All right. So as they swarm you, you take 19 points of damage. Do you just keep malleting?
Yeah, that can't get through my DT.
Hold on. It's not armor that applies to it. It is not damage that applies to DT. It is. They are swarming you. They are getting into the nooks and crannies.
Wait, what? Owl with a mullet? What?
Mallet.
No, Ivana just said, why do I suddenly imagine Al with a mullet?
I'm kind of in on that image. No. Al with a mullet and a mallet. And a pair of sunglasses. And
how 80s is this going?
And hold on. And an Orkin badge on his armor.
Wait a second. They're small. Al is a big griffin. He probably weighs quite a bit between him and his gear. He's gonna stop, drop, and roll with the things swarming on him.
Correct.
That is the correct option. You crush the 12 that are swarming you.
And then I resume malleting.
Okay.
We assume you were malleting while you were on the ground.
Yeah, so you thin. Well, no, you can't mallet while you're on the ground, but I assume. Roll me another luck check while you're stabbing at the swarm. All right. You get 3. The swarm's down to 12. All right. Roll me luck one more time and add a +2. Okay. All right. So by the time you have just whacked your way through just 3 dozen roaches, you're a little bit scratched up. A few of those bites actually stung a little, but you managed to get down to the thing they were swarming over, a partially skeletal pony that wandered into just the wrong place at the wrong time.
Perception for the kit?
Mm-hmm. I assume you're searching this thing over?
No, he's not. He's kicking dirt over it.
Yeah, it's a fresh kill. There's a little bit of upturned earth around it. You bury it in a shallow grave in the woods. It's a better ending than this creature deserved.
He would then return to the gas station to go to bed.
All right.
Ow.
Oh, what? Come on. It's a damn SCP operative. It was either that or it was going to get dissolved or melted.
Yeah, I guess. Or crushed.
Or grabbed by 106. Alright, so you just go back and sleep, or go back, finish your shift and sleep.
Yep, go back to camp, go to sleep.
Okay. The rest of the night passes without any events. Depending on how much roach nyota cooked up, there's fresh cooked meat for the morning. And it's just back on the road.
On the road again.
But because of the donations.
On the road again. On the road again.
Kitty pool?
Were we...
Hold on, just PM me.
Before we set off, Chifundo would ask Snuggles if Snuggles wants to ride in the tank or on the top of the tank turret.
Also,
Snuggles?
Mina.
Oh, good.
I was going to say Mina's going to take the go through the box of drugs in the morning.
Snuggle wants to ride inside the tank.
Sorry, did you say inside the tank?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So, are we riding some more? I mean, we're murdering rad roaches right, left, and sideways. I forget to put the kill count up. I apologize. I'll pick it up next time.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you managed to wedge yourself back in. It's tight, but it's your armored home. Your armored mobile home.
Our armored mobile home.
What? Am I wrong?
No.
Maybe we should call it a Winnebango.
Winnebango, really?
That hurt. Why would you do that?
For the reaction?
No one in the party is Quagmire.
God damn it. Well, no, that's not true. We do have Chifundo. The reluctant.
How did I know that was
the reluctant Quagmire.
I was going to say, isn't Quick Stitch more of a Quagmire than Chifundo?
Like I said, the reluctant Quagmire.
The reluctant Quagmire.
Hold on, what? Did you just suggest naming the tank Quagmire?
No.
Oh, thank God! I am very glad I did not hear you correctly.
She was sighing at the use of reluctant Quagmire.
Oh.
Sighing in despairing for humanity.
Yep.
All right. Anyways, it is morning. You have all survived another night. What do?
I presume breakfast routine and set off again?
That's probably the best bet.
After his watch, instead of going back to sleep, Quick Stitch is going to meditate.
All right.
Do I have to roll anything for successfulness?
What are you trying to meditate for?
He's still working on the strain penalty, isn't he?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
no,
do need
that's just
to.
cumulative. You don't need to roll.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, there'll be a roll later, but right now you're just meditating on it until you get there.
Okay.
Alright, so that's 3. Al, you said you were doing what?
I would eat and then probably be flying overhead.
Alright, Shifunda's doing normal routines. What's Nyota doing?
Packing up what red roach meat doesn't get eaten for later use, and getting in the tank and waiting for everybody else.
Alright, real talk. How much rad roach meat do you want? You give me a realistic number.
A red roach is technically 1 red roach meat per red roach.
There's more than 1 rad roach meat per. That is there for balance. You are going on long haul treks, and I make you eat daily.
Okay.
You're just grabbing 8 pounds worth of rad roach meat.
No, I'm grabbing the 8 red roaches worth of cooked meat that was actually usable after everybody smashed it to shit and back.
All right. 8 rad roaches worth of meat. You've got about 15 pounds of cooked meat.
I mean, why stab them with a railroad spike when you can bash them with the railroads?
So,
spike kills one. A railroad kills a whole bunch at one time.
I did no smashing. I cooking.
Magical fire does not clean the corpse or, make it fit for consumption. It just sets it on fire until it's ash.
Pretty much.
But technically not smashed.
But yeah, so you've got 15 pounds of rad roach meat. There's a little bit of stuff here if you just wanted to loot it clean. Otherwise, this place is basically just a roof to sleep in.
Well, you said something about a box of drugs.
Oh, hold on, Mina. Your turn will come.
You said drugs in front of the druggie. I mean...
Quick Stitch, what are you doing again? I'm just going down through to make sure I didn't miss something. Oh, God, you're...
Meditation?
Meditating, okay. I was making sure there wasn't anything else I was missing. Sunrise.
Radio?
Yes.
What are you... just to recursory, you're just doing breakfast normal routine stuff?
If there's some form of running water, she will try to wash her face and hooves after last night.
You are near a running stream.
Good enough.
Your pitbuck does not tick that loudly. Only... It's like, 1 tick a second.
So long as she can just wash off and not feel like she's covered in roach gunk.
Yep. You are able to wash your hooves, your face if you wanted to, and a little bit of your arm. You'll only gain 3 rads.
And then she'll head back and just proceed to do basic daily maintenance work that needs to be done to make sure the tank isn't suffering anything wrong with it.
Alright, just roll me repair once.
And that's her morning.
The nameless tank is running smooth.
Still need a name.
Now then, Mina, those drugs.
Yes, wonderful drugs.
There seems to be a small wooden crate, about 6 inches square, with just multiple manners of packaged and loose floating in just basically Ziploc baggies, pills, needles, syringes. It seems like there might have been a chemistry setup here, as a lot of these look like they were homemade.
These raiders, they should not be making drugs. They're not professionals.
Do you sample any of the wares?
Well, we'll confiscate all this stuff, and we'll see if any of this stuff is worth anything.
Okay.
Next time you set up camp, you can set up your chem lab and do purity tests on all of them.
That's fine. I don't have to.
Not a whole lot of action tonight. Just traveling. I mean, this is stuff you do in a Fallout video game. You travel and you end up like stopping to eat and looking for food, and this is pretty much what you would expect.
Okay. That is what you find in just the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Hetty, I was going to... 10 of. I was going to say, let's break till midnight, and let's... Everyone go, get up. I've seen people run off. Take your minutes, let's refresh and come back.
Yeah, I'm grabbing some coffee.
Alright, be right back.
Alright, see you at the top of the hour.
I was within 150 fucking meters this time. God damn it.
What are you talking about?
That pony that died out in
Would anyone be terribly offended if I said that I'm not okay?
Wouldn't be offended.
No,
at all.
honestly, I planned on asking you what was up after stream.
Just I got projects done and stuff, and then I took a nap, and I tried to just ignore the PTSD, and it's not working.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Jeez,
I can see how that would. You've seemed off.
Oh, I don't know.
No, you have. That's why I asked if you were okay earlier in DM.
Oh, I answered.
I know. And
I
I
understand
replied.
the show usually must go on, but there's a finite limit to the level of frustration I could build, and that finite limit is incredibly low tonight. And seeing Holtz and Adagio and myself all talked over was kind of the point where I just started checking out for a little bit to calm down, because I know it's not entirely everyone else's fault.
It is absolutely our fault, actually. And next time you see it, ping either of us about comms discipline, and we will fix our shit immediately. I feel awful about this.
And I'm sorry for my side of that as well.
Oh, I just want to beat Hetty's head in just real quick, and then, you know, terrible other things that came to mind. But yeah, it's just been,
I'm also sorry about that, Luffy.
it has been an interesting time making decisions and preparing stuff, and getting everything ready. And then I took a nap. And that was a mistake. That was a big mistake.
Why was it a mistake?
PTSD.
Oh, bad dreams. Sorry.
So yeah, I've been a little slow talking and frazzled since like 7 o'clock. And I thought it would go away, but compounding frustration has only caused it to firmly stick around.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Best I can do is an e-hug.
I'm waiting on 3 other people to weigh in, 4 other people, because I'm guessing they're still AFK.
What?
I'm back.
There's 2 of them.
I've been here.
Oh.
I got here halfway through you talking, and I didn't want to interrupt, so I just quickly came off. Three, Nayota's back as well.
I have a much lower tolerance for anything tonight, and I took a nap, and that was a mistake. So I've been kind of trying to deal with the... I'm glad you're sharing a confused cat. That's nice of Could you please let Arcane know that I need him to walk me through this again because the website is completely uncooperative. In the meantime, I just, I wanted to know if it was acceptable to everyone if we, just kind of end early tonight because I can...
Yeah, that's fine.
Sure.
I want to apologize to the audience and anyone who feels slighted, please let me know. I just, I realize that my ability to portray a normally happy and springy character tonight is completely null and void.
Well, that's
real life happens.
That's the whole crux of role playing. Play something you're not.
Yes, but your ability to do that can be drastically inhibited when you keep looking to your left or right, or every time you hear a noise, somehow that noise becomes the sound of someone being slapped or seeing someone with a busted nose.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
That you ultimately need to make sure you're okay, Pete. So.
Okay, I missed something. I'm sorry, I didn't understand that.
Oh, Fiaura is struggling with PTSD issues.
All right. So
That's
we
why
will.
she's been so out of it.
So we will pick up from here. I'll make a note and we'll pick up from here next week.
I apologize.
Hey.
Don't apologize.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. No
Just-
apologies for this.
Last few weeks, you've been running yourself ragged, Fee.
That's because I needed to get stuff done, and I almost have everything done for like literally the year.
I know, but it also makes sense that.
What in the fuck is that alert? The fuck
God.
did I set Zoidberg to?
That's weird.
Hold up. What? What did I... Oh, I've been hosted. Okay. I was like... Why? I'm just very confused. I heard Zoidberg.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah, I just...
Yeah. If you need to take the time, you should. Nobody's gonna hold it against you.
Yeah. All right. So we'll call here. I left a note.
I guess. Kyle, you got the hat. There's no arguing that. There's a list of people here on Twitch. If you scroll down, if you become a patron, I actually put you on the list of patrons under Patreon here. There's one person who's is anonymous because they asked to be, but there you go. Those people, especially the commissars and full champions, make my research possible, make the videos you guys see possible, and make this show really, really a possibility. I'd also like to thank Bronze, and I should just bring up Tip tonight instead of trying to do this from memory because my brain is completely shot. Daz and Arvana, thank you guys for tips tonight, but Kyle wins the hat by a landslide. Also, apparently, Holtz, you get the little bitty crown. So here's your teeny weeny itsy bitty little crown. Put it on.
He's got the Bowsette crowd.
I figured I would make it a literal itty bitty crown for the person who gave the most bits. In the meantime, well, next week, Damon, right? We have one more week before we do Satterfest.
Yes, that is correct.
So for those who are curious, we have next Wednesday, and then the preceding Wednesday I'll be doing something different, or nothing at all, depending on what all's going on. I'm pretty sure nothing at all because picking up Hetty on Tuesday, picking up the truck Wednesday morning, driving the truck up to Moon's house, getting it loaded and jumping on the road. I'm pretty sure we're doing nothing. But that Saturday night we will be streaming live from the hotel. I will make sure that that isn't a... Your cat's a fucking ginger.
That was a joke.
I can't get away from ginger feline creatures. but we'll be streaming live from Ciderfest with our Ciderfest event. It will probably be an extra long stream because apparently Moon can go until we're all too damn tired to continue. And this Saturday I will be at YushiCon. I want to say Yoshi just because it's easier to say, but it's YushiCon in East Stratford, Pennsylvania. So there won't be a stream on Saturday, any streams on Saturday either. But that also means that after that Saturday I can start releasing science videos because I have them ready. I just can't release them until they're presented at the convention they're supposed to be presented at because that's the deal with the convention. But
by the way, we could probably ask Vital about how long Moon could go for.
Ooh.
God damn it.
And my apologies to everyone, but I cannot make it to Ciderfest.
Yes, Irvana, we are having Black Crusade on Sunday. That is a thing. We're having Black Crusade on Saturday.
God damn it, Glacier!
What did Glacier do?
YushiCon's only a one-day con, so I'll be there all day Saturday, and then I'm heading home Sunday morning. So we'll have Black Crusade at our usual time. You know, Chaco, I think you're right, but I think I should go to detention for calling her that in the first place.
Hashtag feed tension.
Hashtag feed tension.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's it. Good night.
Night, everybody.
Try and get some rest.